And that should be us live, I think. Unceremoniously wobbling the mic. Okay, and I think we are live. I already said that part. Hello everyone and welcome back to OGS. Welcome back to Three Houses and Fortune's Weave News Roundup. My name is Rad and this guy's name is Spiky.
Hello.
And we are going to be starting this little section with a quick roundup of the recent Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave News. So, Spiky, hit me. What have we learned recently?
Between like last stream and now,
Yeah. In the last week, what have we learned in about Fortune's Weave?
like a couple names of retainers.
Woo! Okay, so Buccaneer is called Bucharest. and
Bucharest, like Buckar, I think it is.
Buckar.
They just took out the.
And Bonaviento is called
Now he is called Bonaventure. Bonaventure.
Bonaventure is called Bonaventure.
They said that Bonaparte wasn't adventurous enough, so they made him Bonaventure.
But like you said, that is a real name, so it's not like they're
Yeah, I
playing
guess. So,
silly
yeah.
buggers.
I still want to know what the this thing is.
That is a globe. It
No.
tells you about...
Look, there's Fodlan, right?
Yeah.
And
That's
down
Fodlan?
at the bottom left. You see,
Oh, it's Dagda, isn't it?
like look, there's a.
Oh, someone's going to need to increase
There's Bridget, right? And then down here's this thing, this blob,
Yeah.
because that's a Dresser up there, and then there's I don't know. That blobe's really weird anyway, because like you go over here and you see yes, the grand lands of that, and there's for some reason like
Wait, that has names on it?
yeah, because that's the Dresser.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a Dresser. There's Aya territory. There's Enbar at the bottom left.
I don't think the world is this small. I think
No,
this is...
this is a really weird globe because most of it most of it's taken up by a really weird, distorted Fodlan, and then on the right on the right of on like the eastern side of Fodlan, which we know is Almyra. It's just like random things, random bits of purported land.
Random bits of made.
Whoever made this weird globe structure didn't know what the
funny
globe
thing
was.
is, the funny thing is, they can. I don't think we'd even consider it a retcon if any of this was wrong.
No, because that is so woefully like.
It's so
Look at
bad that it's obviously just an incomplete one made by the church or by someone who did. I mean,
Anyway, are you ready to read?
Am I ready to read?
Mhm.
Yeah. We're not starting with issue 2. Let's have some class. Okay, allow me to read this out. Traveller's Journal, Issue 1, a record consisting largely of the world outside of Fodlan. The author's identity is unknown, but they have clearly experienced these places firsthand. Almyra, a great kingdom to the east of Fodlan. Is he a king? He is a king, isn't he?
Who?
The king of Almyra is called
he's
the
a
king of
king.
Almyra, so it is a kingdom, yeah. Its territory borders that of the Leicester Alliance, with the precipitous mountain range known as Fodlan's Throat acting as the dividing line. I wonder what they call it. Like, there's no way they call it Fodlan's Throat, because they wouldn't know that Fodlan's called Fodlan until they've crossed it, and they'd have to have a name for it before they crossed it, right?
They could have just like decided. They could have heard the name and just went, "Oh well, they call it Fodlan. We'll just do it." too."
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Its people maintain a strong legacy of horsemanship and relish in the thrill of battle. This vast kingdom is rich in fertile prairies, deserts, and mountain ranges. Then we've got Albanea. A continent to the northwest of Fodlan, its frigid climate is home to numerous rare and valuable species of flora and fauna. However, the human population there is extremely small due to the intense cold and the frozen earth, which is unsuitable for growing grains or other food crops. That's really interesting.
What?
I like that they specify it's unsuitable for growing grains, because like ultimately we need our rice or bread or pasta or potatoes. There's got to be some starchy
staple food. Yeah.
Staple food, but it does have rare species of flora and fauna. So
one thing I find funny about this, which was actually about Almyra, was its people maintain a strong legacy of horsemanship.
yeah,
Why didn't they say wyvern riding?
I think the reason they didn't say wyvern riding is because they accidentally what's the word? They accidentally Mongolia too close to the sun, if you ask me. Because horseback archery is like, that's the bread and butter of Mongolia.
Yeah, I know, but the what we were saying about Claude and how he
has good riding. Does he have good riding?
I don't think he has good riding. He has good flying because he knows how to be a wyvern rider.
That's true. Anyway, this vast kingdom is... Oh, no, I said that. This is Almyra. Did I finish Albanea? Yeah, I did finish Albanea. Okay. Morphis. Morphis is the name of a metropolis of magic to the southeast of Fodlan, as well as the boundless desert that surrounds it. Like Vegas, damn. In the distant past, it was called the City of Illusion. Thanks to an intricate web of trading routes, rumours of its profound and mysterious magic continue to spread. Spicy.
Intricate web of trading routes.
Now, they've decided, of course now, that Dagda is to the south of Fodlan. So it's possible that Morphis would be to its east, or even like northeast, depending on how far down Dagda is.
It is northeast. We literally see it.
Wait, we see it? We could be going there. We could be going there.
Yeah, it's actually land connected.
I think it'd be really cool to go there. Like, what if we get to see the City of Illusion, or, you know, mysteriously not see it because they forgot about this line?
Probably wouldn't see it.
Yeah. Anyway. Dagda, a continent to the southwest of... There it is, baby. There it is.
We've been knowing this. Why are you acting like, boom? Yeah,
Boom!
We've been looking for that quote for ages.
A continent to the southwest of Fodlan. Due to its extreme distance from Fodlan, rumours of this relatively unknown world abound. Some claim it's a tropical rainforest, while others insist it's merely a giant frozen plateau. In truth, this vast continent stretches far to the north and south, and supports a wide variety of terrains and climates.
Weird way of saying far to the south.
Far to the south and south. It stretches really far south. It goes to the north and south, i.e...
I've never heard of someone say it goes north and south when they're referring to something as south.
They have said it's southwest.
Yeah.
But at the same time...
No. If we're saying from this perspective, this vast continent stretches far into the north and south, I can actually substantiate why I would say this is from a Fodlan perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Because look at Albanea. Rare and valuable species of flora and fauna.
Mm-hmm.
They're only valuable to Fodlan. They're only rare and valuable to Fodlan. The value of something is not dictated, like, based on the world. Why would you switch from saying the value of something, which is a Fodlan, like a Fodlanese, a Fodlan's perspective of you know, how good something is, to then randomly switch to, it stretches far north and south of where? I stretch far north and south.
Is
from
that
an ant's perspective.
Is that the only... Hanneman's thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know when he says Fodlans,
Mm-hmm.
to refer to the people of Fodlan?
Yes.
Is that the only time that's ever said?
I think it might be.
Because if it is, I wonder if it's not even like a decision, but more so a typo.
It probably is, just because...
Because, like, in Japanese, as you may know, referring to a person of a particular country is really easy because it's really consistent. They don't have any of this, like, oh, Spain, Spaniard, France, French. Like, there's none of that. It's essentially country person. So if you're from England, right, you'd be an England person, or France, you'd be a France person, or America, you'd be an America person. Yep. Nice and simple. So a person from Fodlan would be a Fodlan person. Now, I wonder if the translator didn't mark down a Fodlan. Oh, how shall I? Well, this is person from Fodlan. So how shall I do it? Shall I do Fodlanite? Shall I do Fodlanese? I'll put a pin in this and check back later. But then forgot to check back.
Yeah, maybe.
It could be something as easy as that because it never gets brought up again. Anyway, I guess we're done with issue 1, so let's overanalyze issue 2. A record consisting largely of the world outside of Fodlan. The author's identity is unknown, but they've clearly experienced these places firsthand. Brigid, an archipelago. Oh, sorry, I nearly said archipelago. An archipelago nested between Fodlan and Dagda. It is a land of plenty that is often heralded as the perfect union of the gentle sea and nature's bounty. Both Fodlan and Dagda have long vied to claim this territory as their own. So we have in our minds now a picture, because we can see on that globe over there where Bridget is in as regards Fodlan, and it's kind of, as it said, southwestish. It's a little southwest, so it's between Dagda and Fodlan. So we imagine in our minds then that Dagda is further down in the direction of Bridget, which means it's
not.
It's not where it is. They retconned its position for no reason.
They undoubtedly. No, I don't think anyone's arguing that. If you're arguing that, how, having seen these quotes, are you arguing that in good faith? Because these quotes are definitely not substantiating your claim. These are saying, hey, Dagda is to the southwest. They even went through the trouble of saying, this guy's clearly trustworthy and has experienced these places firsthand.
Yeah, firsthand. This is a firsthand, unbiased account.
It went out of its way to say this guy's so on it, and then goes on to lie to you?
Yeah,
Why?
that is essentially it saying, consider this canon to the world. That's what it's essentially saying with that. Oh, it seems that this person must have experienced this firsthand. It's saying this isn't. Don't treat this as someone's perspective on the place.
They
treat
could have
this
just not
as
put that.
Literally, if they didn't put that, then people would dispute, right? Yeah. They'd say, "Oh, well, it's just this guy's assumptions on what the place looks like, or what the place is." I mean, he goes so far as to say, like, "Oh, well, people say, is this a frozen tundra?"
And
but
like,
what
no,
it actually is because he knows, right?
Actually, it has a wide variety of climates and spans far into the north and south. Okay. Sure.
I mean, at least it does have a wide variety of climates, so they got that part right. Sreng. Sreng was once the name of an enormous peninsula to the north of Fodlan. Today, only the northern half has kept the moniker, while the southern half now falls under the dominion of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Several warlike clans call this great wasteland their home. Certain areas of this region are comprised of rocky desert.
Yep.
Anything else? No? Straight to Dusker. Dusker, a peninsula to the north of Fodlan and the west of Sreng. The people who once inhabited this area were decimated, and it now falls under the dominion of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. This land boasts nothing noteworthy to make it a desirable travel destination, but rumours of valuable minerals waiting to be unearthed abound. The Ogma Mountains, an enormous mountain range somewhat south of central Fodlan. To the west it forms the border between the Empire and the Kingdom, surrounding Garreg Mach and cutting across Empire territory. It's home to many animals and plants that cannot be found elsewhere, as well as a plethora of valuable mineral deposits.
Fair enough.
So not only is it good positionally, but it's a very rich place to build a settlement like this. Okay, History of Fodlan, Part 1. Under the tyranny of ruthless disorder, the people endured a long period of suffering. The vile Nemesis, who proclaimed himself the king of liberation, delighted in war and bloodshed. Rather than rebelling against his persecution, the people of Fodlan fell to his depths in a mad scramble to attain power through murder and theft. 41 years before the founding of the Adrestian Empire, Saint Seros appeared in the land of Enbar, and through the many unfathomable miracles she performed, spread light across the land. In doing so, she joined the shattered hearts of the purest people of Fodlan, who went on to form the Holy Church of Seros.
I'll actually note something here on the fact that, despite the fact that clearly Nemesis is widely believed to be what he actually is, a very evil person, like a bandit boss basically who has superpowers. So it's clear that no one has any like weird assumptions that Nemesis was a great guy, but Hanneman didn't react in any way negatively to seeing, or he won't react any way negatively to seeing the Crest of Flames. I'm pretty sure Hanneman never mentions like, wow, this is like Nemesis's crest. So clearly the stigma on the stigma on Nemesis does not extend to his quest. Unless that's just Hanneman being Hanneman going, oh, a crest!
At the same time, think about it from Rhea's perspective. She'd obviously not want, Mum's crest to be, like,
absolutely
vilified.
Not, yeah.
She'd want to make sure that people considered that the goddess's crest rather than Nemesis's
I just find it
crest.
funny because I just find it funny because I don't know if they ever go into detail about how that is how Nemesis's murder of the goddess is presented, like, to the public, because again, surely that must be a big thing, since Nemesis basically got the powers of God somehow and started raising hell, because clearly the Crest of Flames is known to be the goddess's crest, but Nemesis is also clearly known to have it, since I again, we'll probably see it in this stream that Hanuman says that, oh, this is the crest of the King of Liberation. Uh-oh. Like, so I don't know. I don't know if that's ever touched on how, on if people know that Nemesis went in and, like, took her spine or whatever.
Yeah. Imperial Year 1, the founding of the Adrestian Empire. In the first year of our calendar, the glorious Adrestian Empire was founded. Its name was gifted by an oracle, and its future blessed by the goddess. Its capital Enbar was chosen to govern the southern reaches of Fodlan, where the divine Saint Seros also lent her power.
I'd still love to know who that oracle is.
Yep.
Because it's clearly not Seros, since...
Its name was gifted by an oracle.
It literally says the divine Saint Seros also lent her power.
Yeah, so it's not even Seros, it's some randy pandy.
Some oracle went,
you know what?
Adrestian Empire.
Adrestia. Imperial Year 32, the War of Heroes. Wilhelm Paul Hresvelg, the inaugural Adrestian Emperor, raised an army in pursuit of the unification of Fodlan. With his might, he hunted and destroyed any house's territory that dared seek more power.
Ironic. It's ironic. I just find it ironic that he says, I'm going to pursue the unification of Fodlan and destroy any territory that says that it wants more power. I just find the phrasing of that a little funny.
Imperial Year 46, the Battle of Gronda. An intense battle erupted on Gronda Field, where the houses that were allied with Nemesis and the Imperial forces of the Adrestian Empire clashed. There, the Imperial forces emerged victorious.
So, they had a bit of a scuffle on Gronda.
Yeah.
Nemesis got his ass kicked. Fair enough. That happened, That happened 31 years after the... That happened 14 years after the War of Heroes. And presumably...
Yeah, he has one back as well.
What?
41 years before the founding of the Adrestian Empire. So... Yeah,
the Holy Church of Seros is 41 years older than the Adrestian Empire.
Adrestia. So go left one more time. Does it tell us the time here?
No.
No, it just says that it's a thing. But placing it there implies that it's
earlier than
41 years. So then there's another 32 years after that. And you come to the conclusion that Nemesis was pillaging for 72 years.
72.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum? What?
Bare minimum.
Yeah.
And it kind of puts into perspective, like, the insane power that a crest can give you.
Absolutely.
I honestly think he was probably immortal.
Yeah.
If not insanely long-lived.
I think he probably had, like... I'd presume he had, like, stasis on his aging.
Yeah. His aging just stopped. Where were we? Did we finish this?
I was just going to say about the Battle of Gronda Field. If he was one, if Wilhelm was one when the Empire was founded, which he is the inaugural emperor, so he was presumably also like made emperor at the same time the Empire was formed, unless they made an empire and then later had an emperor coronated. I'd assume that he was coronated when they made the Empire.
Where did they go of making an empire without actually...
Also, hold on. The Imperial year is a 1, not 0. These motherfuckers made the calendar without a 0 date.
Yeah, the same here.
What?
1 BC goes to 1 AD.
No way.
I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure.
Wow, that's crazy. I never even knew that.
We don't have a year 0.
There's no 0 date, so 1 BC, one year before Christ, and then there was a Forbidden Year, where Christ was was below 1 year old, and then
Well, yeah, because it's the first year of our Lord, isn't it?
huh.
It's not the 0th year of our Lord.
Oh, it's the first. Oh, wait, so it's the first.
AD is year of our Lord. I know.
I know. Just wait. So first year. Did they mean first as in like 0 to 1 year old, or did they mean 1 year old to 2 year old?
They mean 0 to 1 because he
Yeah,
was born on Christmas Day.
I'm getting confused, but either
I'm
way,
pretty sure that's how this works.
the point I was trying to make was that he's 46 by Gronderfield bare min.
Yep, that's as canon
If
as
not,
it gets.
he could be older. If say he's like 18, he's pushing on 60 now.
I'd go with that one. Actually,
What?
I don't think it matters.
No, because he probably has Crest of Seros. So
In fact, he doesn't even need to have been one.
Why?
Well, because if he's got Seros... Look, it even says where the divine Saint Seros lent her power.
Yeah,
So
no,
she
he could
probably-
have been 30 here and
Yeah.
then given the Crest of Saros.
Because we know that the Crest
I'm
of
just
Seros,
saying-
if not halts aging entirely, at least slows it really greatly.
I'm just saying, our boy probably did
Yeah.
have that.
Because when people earn her favour, Rhea gives them her crest
all I'm
so
saying
that they're
here-
semi-immortal.
All I'm saying here is, it's not uncommon, it sounds like.
I mean, shit, do we actually see any Crest of Seros have a die of old age?
No. Well, I mean, do we see anyone die of old age, to be fair?
Okay,
We
fine.
don't really see anyone. No one just cops it halfway through. Oh, I'm dying. Oh.
Old age. Oh.
Although Edelgard's dad does look like he's on the way out, but I don't know.
We don't know how old he is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing as well.
One thing I'm questioning. One thing I was going to bring up about this fact was Edelgard has the Crest of Seros, and no one bats an eye.
Yeah.
We already know that Crest of Seros makes you long-lived.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to question: did anyone between Edelgard and Wilhelm have a Crest of Seros and thus live an abnormally long life? Or is it just it's like are assassinations and stuff so like prevalent that doesn't really matter and they still end up dying like 20 years on?
Could happen. What's the current year?
Current year is 1181, I think.
1081.
Or is it 79?
That might make it more difficult.
But
Because all you need is one decent peacetime thing to happen.
yeah,
And then you got this guy living to 200.
yeah, and all I'm saying here is I find it. I would actually like to see some people mention how Edelgard has the Crest of Seros.
She's gonna be around for a while.
Like-
y'all.
All of her, like, not even one of her classmates mentions the fact that, logistically speaking, you know, hey,
Barring
when
an
our
accident.
barring an accident, when our kids grow up, Edelgard's still gonna be there. Like, our kids will grow up and have kids, and Edelgard will most likely still be knocking around when like our grandchildren grow up. When our grandchildren are growing up, Edelgard will be sitting on that throne pretty unless she gets like killed somehow.
Yeah, because we have one really good example of the Crest of Seros's aging, slowing, / halting, and it's Alois mentioning to what's his name, Gerald.
Yeah, you haven't aged a day.
You haven't aged a day, and you know it's probably equal parts. You know, buttering him up.
We know Gerald
And-
is well over 100 years old. Though,
Yeah.
So
And straight up saying, wow, you really don't look like you've aged as much as you should have.
yeah.
So it could be that it just slows your aging and he looks
Yeah.
like maybe 2 years older.
I think it's all I'm
or
saying.
it could be that he just flat out looks exactly the same.
All I'm saying.
We don't get a flashback.
All I'm saying, giving criticism where it should be.
Mhm.
Realistically, that's way too big an important thing for no one. That's way too big an important a thing for not one of her classmates to mention the very strange fact that unless she's murdered or dies in an accident somehow, she'll live well beyond like their kids. Like she'll
Yeah. She'll be going to their kids' funerals.
Aya's, you know, like
Of old
Ferdinand,
age.
Ferdinand should be thinking here, well, you know, I have to think at the moment, I'm growing up with Edelgard, right? But my kids won't be doing that. Edelgard will be far older than them, but they'll still be her prime minister. Like, no, the fact that no one mentions that is kind of crazy, but, you know.
Yeah, you know what that tells me implicitly?
What?
That tells me implicitly that, because if we just take things purely logically and as the text implies, then
No one knows.
no one knows.
Yeah.
No one knows that the Crest of Seros actually makes you immortal. Or at least extremely long-lived. So, I would have to say that every emperor of Adrestia who bore the Crest of Seros,
Must have been
because there
assassinated.
could have been some that didn't.
Yep.
We know that it can skip generations.
Absolutely.
So any who did, though, must have been killed earlier.
Yep.
Or well, either
Under strange
killed,
circumstances.
or either they were killed, or they died in battle,
Yep.
or
Under
they
non-natural circumstances.
or they got sick.
Yeah.
Or they or yeah, like they just had an accident. They tripped and fell.
Good lord!
Imperial year 91, the Battle of Tailtean. The houses
He's
that were-
definitely a mortal nemesis.
Yeah. Yeah, houses that were allied with Nemesis once again faced off against the Imperial forces, this time at Tailtean Plains. There, the evil Nemesis finally fell, and the Empire secured a momentous victory.
even if we say that Nemesis had that they forgot to put this is also 41 years before. Nemesis is what? That's 41 years, and then
another
90,
91
like,
years.
That's a lot of years.
That's
It's like 132.
It's 100 and,
Well,
138.
no,
138.
38, yeah. But damn, you know?
No,
That's a lot. That's not
Stupid.
138, wait.
you're right the
years.
first time. 132. I was wrong. Imperial Year 98, the War of Heroes ends. The successor to Great Emperor Wilhelm I, Lycaon I, succumbed to sudden illness. See?
Yep.
The Empire, which ruled over the majority of Fodlan, took this opportunity to put an end to the seemingly endless fighting. So, as regards the Crest of Seros and its longevity, I would argue the case that people don't know.
Yep.
Because crest havers keep getting killed. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, it wouldn't be like rumors and the like of, oh, I hear that like Rhea gives people special powers. It's like,
the Crest of
You'd
Seros
have
keeps
to
popping
know.
up in the church.
you'd have to know that they were becoming immortal from it. You'd have to make that connection. So, all I'd have to say is that, it's a factor of killing people.
Yeah.
People that die. Honestly, I want to know how Geralt died. Never mind, I don't want to know how Geralt died. I know
want to
exactly
know how
it-
Geralt died. He got stabbed by Kronia. That's how he died.
Yeah, and
And what?
how did he get the Crest of Seros?
He was presumably dying,
Uh-huh.
and she gave him Seros blood, and that regenerated him.
Okay.
Why are you so confused when Manuela specifically says he didn't just get stabbed, but there was a weird poison on the blade that I have no clue what the fuck it is, and this is an Agarthan blade. That had, like, hyper kill poison on it.
So it's killed.
That was soul
Seros.
kill poison. Like, Bro, he got hit with, like,
I forgot the poison.
you know, the
They actually thought of that.
Yeah.
They actually thought of the fact that so he basically can't die under normal means.
Yeah, probably not.
So I don't think they're dying in battle either.
Unless it's a grievous wound.
I mean,
like,
if you got your head cut off,
if you get your
you're
head
dead
cut
as-
off, or, like, you know, you're bisected. or
stabbed
something.
through the heart by
Yeah.
like like you say, it would have to be something really big.
Like, Geralt could have, like, grievous wounds, but not enough that, like, you can be dying of blood loss, but if blood loss is no longer a factor for you, then that doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
But if Geralt had his head cut off and his heart crushed, then I don't think Ray was going to go over and be like, nah, hear me out. I can save him.
God, like, what if he got his?
What?
What if? I was gonna make a really terrible joke.
What you were gonna say? What if he got his balls cut off and then?
I was gonna say, what if he got?
The game wouldn't
I
happen.
was gonna say, what if he got disemboweled? And then Rhea goes like, "Well, hear me out. If I stuff his intestines back in, month or two of bed rest, he'll be fine." No, I will never let that go.
Fair enough.
Imperial Year 721, the First Mac War. The Dagdan army invaded from across the sea. Though the Imperial forces resisted the attack and drove off the enemy, the land of Mac sustained considerable damage.
Sorry, I need a map of Fodlan real quick. There isn't this crap one. Where's Mac again? Isn't Mac the like western part of like? Isn't Mac the western part of?
Get the box. Doesn't it have a map in it?
Yeah, it does have the map in it.
Or is
Hang
that
on.
Three Hopes?
Oh no, that's Three Hopes. Let me get the Three Hopes box.
This is kind of what I want to mention about. Like, this ties back into our thing about the emperors and whether or not they were killed in anything. Like, the next significant event it decided to tell us was over 700 years later. Yeah, over 700 years later, was the next significant war. So 700 years of relative peace. And you're telling me that every emperor managed to die, like, at roughly 80 or under?
Yeah.
Why not bring it back over here instead of leaving it there?
Nah, because it's not. It didn't have any. It didn't have Mac or anything. But what I was going to say was.
Oh wait, this isn't page 1. Sorry, can you go back to page 1?
Okay.
Okay, it is still over 700 years later. Anyway, Imperial Year 728.
Before we go on with that,
Go on.
I was just going to say about the. I am pretty sure, and it might happen in another in this historical thing, but I think Mac is the western part of like Fargus.
Okay.
Which, if Dagda is where it is, they did the most schizophrenic way of invading by going completely around the continent and attacking them from a western front that they don't have. They would have gone through Brigid all the way across the western part of Fodlan to attack from northwest.
Maybe they were frightened of going straight to the capital.
Even then, why would you go to the opposite end? What were they giving them a fighting chance of saying? We'll go from the opposite end of the continent to your capital. Like, that's a big nuts move, don't get me wrong.
I don't know, maybe they were just trying to take a little colony for themselves.
When you take a colony that's closer than the opposite end of the continent, like, quite literally, other than, like, northern Fargus, Mac is pretty damn far away from where Dagda now is.
That's the awkward thing, because I can't...
As Dagda actually was here, it stretches far into the north and south. Do you know what that means? That means that makes a lot of sense, that the continent that is largely around the western side of Fodlan would attack from the west, rather than the continent that is not near the west, it is in the south, exclusively. So
basically it makes more sense if Dagda is where it was always stated to be in Three Houses.
This is just an issue that Three Hopes, Fortune's Weave has introduced by putting Dagda down there.
Yeah. Congratulations, a retcon caused more problems than it solved. What a surprise.
Well, yeah.
But, okay, Imperial Year 728, the invasion of Brigid. The Empire invaded the Brigid Archipelago, a land occupied by allies of Dagda. As penance for their refusal to surrender, the people of Brigid were relegated to a life of imperial subjugation. And they've been that way for 400 years plus.
Yep.
400 and plus years.
And yet have surprisingly kept frighteningly independent.
They have their own language. They have their own religion.
Yeah, wow.
What?
0%.
Over 400
a
years!
lifetime of imperial subjugation. They must have been very literal on that. Because after 80 years, they packed up and said, all right, go back to what you're doing.
They've been a vassal state of the Empire of Adrestia for longer than America's been around.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that they didn't, at any point, force them to learn... force them to learn Fodlanese.
Fodlan language. Wow.
The Fodlan. They didn't first force them to learn it as a second language and then slowly phase out Brigid.
Yeah, they went, nah, you can keep your language.
They were like, keep your language, it's fine.
Keep your religion too.
They're not even... the religion too! The religion too!
Yeah, Yeah, regardless of...
Why would you take, as an empire, another vassal state
Yeah.
and then not force them to learn your language and practice your religion?
Regardless of Fortune's Weave
400
versus...
years, buddy. 400
Regardless of
years.
Fortune's Weave versus Three Houses or any of that, that doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you take a territory and then just not do anything with it?
If this happened Imperial Year 1128, I'd be fine with
Even
it.
1028, I'd be like, okay, 100 years.
100 years
you
and a
know?
bit. Well, it's closer to 200 at that point because this is 1181, is it not?
Yeah, but well, yeah, I suppose it is closer to 200.
Like,
but even then,
if I say if we're doing 1128, then that's less than 60 years.
yeah,
So that's less than like
So the
no one old
yeah,
will.
Petra's grandfather is
Yeah. So Petra's grandfather would likely remember pre-subjugation Bridget.
Yeah.
That's plenty. That's plenty of time for Adrestia to have not have established language or religion rules yet, because they've been so tied up with other things.
But like they haven't been doing anything.
They act like they're just expecting Dagda to take it back.
Yeah, 400 years and they haven't done anything. You clearly don't want the territory. Like, you're trying to get rid of it.
And it bears mentioning that not even the actual princess, the subsequent head of state,
knows the language.
knows the
very well.
language. She sucks at the language so badly that even 5 years later, having been warring here
Yep.
under total immersion,
she
still sucks
so
at the
cheats.
language.
Yeah.
Now that is equal parts Petra just not being very good at languages, I would argue. Because there is a Dagdan we know of who speaks completely fluentless,
Shamir.
accentless
Yep.
Fodlanese.
Yep.
Fluent, accentless Fodlanese.
Yeah.
Shamir. She is from Dagda, and you wouldn't know it if you spoke to her because she sounds like everyone else. Anyway, Imperial Year 731, the invasion of Dagda. With the boon of a strong foothold in Brigid, the Empire mounted a large-scale invasion of Dagda. However, the fortunes of war were not on their side, and their attack failed. Sorry,
I just how non-committal the...
that plus the fact that we actually have an example of a bunch of 731.
Also, I love how they also...
What's the year in Fortune's Weave?
14 something or other.
It's probably not that. Then.
What?
Well, I just thought, what if this was like
The invasion of Dagda?
Yeah, what if...
You were saying the large-scale invasion is sending Dietrich and some goons.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that's the large-scale invasion. I'm saying, what if that's, like, the prelude to it? But then that doesn't make any sense, because how could there be crests here in Dagda?
Yeah.
This might actually be responsible for the fact that there are crests in Dagda.
I don't know how much, like... Unless they're going, like, full, you know... Full Mongolian and, like, spread the genes, if you know what I mean. Then... You're not going to get very many friendly relationships going on in wartime.
True enough. Imperial Year... Sorry, I see 747 and I think Boeing. Imperial Year 747, the Fargus Rebellion. Lug, a descendant of one of the houses that first quarrelled with the Empire, raised an army to demand independence, pulling the land of Fargus into a fierce rebellion. This clash came to be known as the War of the Eagle and Lion. The eagle being Adrestia, the lion being Fargus.
They must have got far if they did the Battle of the Eagle and Lion down at the Grand Field, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry,
You went backwards.
Dagda just to, again, like... once again, because I'm going to hammer this point home every time I see it, of, with the boon of a strong foothold in Brigid, which is not really between Dagda and Fodlan. I mean, technically, on a technicality, you can say that the westernmost point of Fodlan and the westernmost point of Dagda are kind of between Brigid. Like, Brigid is kind of between them.
Do you not get a map
But-
on like your pause screen in this game?
No, I'm pretty sure you don't. Press guide, maybe. Mini map. There you go.
Woo!
There's a map for you. You didn't specify. You wanted a map. I
Yeah.
gave you a map.
Can I have a bigger map in colour?
What about my clothes?
Did I do 747
Yeah.
or did I just... Oh, I did do that. Imperial Year 751, the founding of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Lug and his resistance army were victorious over the Imperial forces. The Holy Church of Seros mediated between the two, and Fargus secured its hard-won independence as the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. So it's actually 750 years younger than the Empire. But it's 400 years old, so more than enough time
Brigid being
to
a vassal is
establish it.
older than Fargus.
Holy
Hell no!
what?
Hell the fuck no!
What?
They had enough time to make an entirely independent, like, subculture.
Yeah, literally, because they I mean, Fargan culture is really distinct.
It's a very distinct culture from Imperial culture.
Like the
And
clothes, the
Brigid can't learn
architecture,
the goddamn language!
the clothes, the architecture, the naming conventions, the sense of duty.
They got the ocean of memory lost between the Empire and Brigid, or what? 'Cause,
I don't know, maybe. 800 and Imperial Year 801, the Leicester Rebellion. A rebellion broke out in the imperial lands of Leicester, which the Imperial army was unable to suppress. The Holy Kingdom, viewing the uprising as an opportunity to increase its own political sway, occupied the Leicester region, formally declaring it as a territory of Fargus. So some people rose up in Leicester and they were like, because they saw Fargus and thought like, we could try that.
You could try that.
Imperial Year 861, Fargus divided. Following the death of King Klaus I, 3 princes became archdukes and split the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, that they may rule over it as 3 separate territories. Imperial Year 881, the Crescent Moon War. The Archduke ruling over the Leicester region of the kingdom succumbed to illness. The lords of the Leicester lands refused to acknowledge the next Archduke in line, instead plotting to rule jointly as an alliance. An alliance.
An alliance.
An alliance. An alliance. Imperial Year 801, the founding of the Leicester Alliance. The Leicester Alliance was officially formed after the subjugation of hostile nobles and the removal of all opposing forces in the regions of Fargus. An influential figure from the outset, Duke Regan was inarguably the heart of the newly formed alliance. That's a sucky name. Let's call it the Federation instead. Imperial Year 961, the Almiran Invasion. The great eastern nation of Almyra crossed through Fodlan's throat and invaded Alliance territory. The Empire dispatched troops in order to help conquer this threat, and the attackers were just barely driven off. That's funny. So, like, the Empire and the Alliance are actually on pretty good terms.
By that point, yeah. Being fair, that is, you know, that's well over 100 years after the, after it actually happened. And not only that, but Fargus.
Yeah, their most recent quarrel was with Fargus.
Yeah, they left to declare it. They left to become a territory of Fargus, and then rebelled against Fargus. Like a good what is that? 100 years? Yeah, good 100 years later, they decide, nah, we don't want to be Fargus anymore. And then 60 years after that, I can see the Empire being like, hey, you know, old.
Water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge, and not to mention it's actually pretty good for them to say, hey, we'll help you guys.
There's so many interesting conflicts in Fodlan that you just feel like almost deserve their own, like, chapters.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm just saying, this is... Actually, now that I think about it...
What?
Well, I mean... Koei Tecmo had a big hand in this, didn't they?
Yeah.
They're famous for, of course, Dynasty Warriors, about the Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah.
And I wonder if you know, the actual, you know, the whole real-world history of like, well, semi-real-world history of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and, you know, this rebellion and that rebellion, and these people rose up, and then those people didn't like, you know, if they were taking, like, semi-historical things into account when they were, like, coming up with this backstory, because that's what makes this place feel so real, is that all of this stuff happened in the past that you don't really know about. You just, you know, through text of, like, history, but you don't get to see it for yourself. It's just stuff that happened that made this place the way it is. Like, oh, excuse me, like, we're actually learning how Leicester became a country, how Enbar, how Adresti became a country, how Fargus became a country. Like, all of the places that we see this backstory tells you how they happened, and it's quite interesting. Imperial Year 1101, the construction of Fodlan's Locket. To defend against future Almiran invasions, the Alliance, the Kingdom, and the Empire joined their efforts and resources to construct the indomitable fort known as Fodlan's Locket. So, 140 years?
They were like, nah, 140 years later we'll build this. How many times in between here and then did Almyra... I feel like that should have been the first Almiran invasion if they were going the...
It was a 140-year war.
Because I'm just saying, if they went 140 years later, let's build this to stop the Almirans. They haven't done shit to you in 140 years. They clearly don't care about you anymore.
You want to know something that I'm surprised we're not hearing more of?
What?
Crests?
Yeah.
Relics?
Yeah.
How are we not finding out about... Because Luke, we can presume that Luke has the Blathed.
Yeah.
Because Dimitri is said to be descended. You know, the Fargan kings are said to be descended from Luke.
Yeah.
And since they have Blathed, it's not a massive hop, skip, and a jump to say, oh, well, Luke probably had Blathed as well.
Yeah.
Like, in fact, the Blathed is just like the crest, the like...
Yeah, it's a symbol.
Yeah. The emblem, the coat of arms, if you will, of the royal family. But, you know, we don't find out about Archduke, about Duke, what was his name?
Regan.
Duke Regan. We don't find out about Duke Regan, like, having the crest of, Wait, what is that crest called? Is that crest
Regan.
called the crest of Regan?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It's like how the Blathed crest is called the crest of Blathed.
Sorry, I just didn't think that the Regan name would be, but it really is. Yeah. Yeah. So
That is, no, actually, now that you mention it, yeah, I see your point. Of it has only been like 300 years or so, and they're calling it the crest of Regan now. So,
were they calling it the crest of Regan the whole time?
yeah.
Is Regan like? Do you
is
see
this the
Regan
OG Regan, or has Regan been around for ages, and that's why it's the crest of Regan? Or
like, don't we see a Regan when we fight Nemesis?
I could see, yeah, we do, yeah. So and we see the others as well, like we see the others like Galatea and the like and Gaussier. So I can see it being the case that the family names have been, you know, really passed down very concretely because of their relation to the crests. But as you say, it is a bit sad that we don't see more of the crest politics and more of the relics being handed around.
Because why aren't they saying in say the Almiran invasion?
Yeah.
Why aren't they saying that? Oh, they tried to invade, but you know, thanks to the crests and
thanks
heroes'
to the
relics.
Empire's crest-bearing troops that helped conquer this threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you know,
like the Empire dispatched troops in order to help conquer this threat. Did they?
Yeah, like imagine
dispatch troops with relics, or
imagine someone with some. Imagine, I don't know. Imagine the eyes were responsible and they were granted the prime ministerhood.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, the weird thing is with the relics, the Empire doesn't have any relics, but that's never really made much of in a lot of ways. The Empire has no relics, full stop. They have crests, but no relics.
Oh god, there's so much more to read. The Book of Seros, Part 1, The Revelation.
Revelations already? Wow.
The goddess is all things. She is heaven above and the land below. She is eternity incarnate. She is the present, the past, and the future. Her eyes see all, her ears hear all, her hands receive all. I am really, really goddamn surprised that is a lowercase g.
Hey. Oh, the goddess. I didn't even notice
this
that.
Is a monotheism. This is a monotheistic religion.
Yeah, that's...
Imagine if God...
I'll be
was
real.
referred to as just God with a small g.
Yeah, I'll be
That'd
real.
Be weird.
Just saying that's a typo.
Yeah, probably. Because like, you're not supposed to say Sothis' name, just like you're not really supposed to say Yahweh's name. Yeah. Like, this is very...
Oh, what a rebel. Just how you're not supposed to say Yahweh's name. It's just funny to say that.
Well, how else was I going to refer specifically to the Abrahamic God?
God's name. Yeah. What?
Whoops. You're not really supposed to say the Abrahamic God's name, and you're not really supposed to say Sothis' name. So, you know, why is that not the goddess? So it's just I'm using that as if to say like, well, they have a name for the goddess, so it's clearly just a title. But you know, that's yeah. I am now at the waffling point, so let's
Okay,
move
no,
swiftly
they've done
along.
it twice now, so I'm actually.
She who was graced with the holy word of the divine goddess, who bore witness to her magnificence, is the one called Seros. She is the messenger of the heavens, the bridge between the lands above and below, and her blessings shall bring tidings of peace to all. With the goddess's omnipotence and wisdom to guide her, Seros ensures that her will be done. As the goddess's sword, Seros wards away evil. As the goddess's child, Seros makes emperors of mortals. As the goddess's wings, Seros elevates her people. As the goddess's voice, Seros spreads the word of love. That sublime sword is entrusted to you. Those emperors are crowned before you. Those wings clear your path. That voice whispers words of trust. May the blessings of the goddess follow you always.
Fair enough. Lovely little text there.
I wonder if this was written by Rhea herself.
Possibly.
We know that she established the church. In fact, this was likely created 1,000 years plus ago.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. It could be. Saros. I'm trying to think of this one specifically, this page, because I'm not sure. Ray's pretty like, I don't care about me. I care about the goddess first and foremost. So I'm just questioning, but I don't think this is too big on Seros. I think this is more Seros is, an aspect of the goddess, if you will.
What the?
It's not that crazy. Calm down.
The Book of Seros, Part 2, The Creation. In the beginning, amid the great cloudless ocean, Fodlan came to be. They really thought hard about that one.
As any good any good creation myth happens.
It starts with there being nothing except water.
Yep.
At the end of a long journey, the goddess glimpsed that land, and there alighted. Upon that sacred ground, she breathed life into the world and created all of the creatures upon it. Notably, if you read between the lines here, it doesn't actually claim that the goddess created Fodlan.
Yeah, it says she found it.
It says that it came to be.
Yeah.
It's not citing
she
her
journeyed to it.
Yeah, she went to it. It was already there when she got there.
Although I don't see how. I don't really see how. How Fodlan can. How she can journey to Fodlan and also Fodlan be in her. Well, it said it's in the beginning. And so this is the beginning.
This guy, I swear to God. Okay, moving swiftly along. By the goddess's hand, plants took root, birds took to the sky, and animals roamed the land. Last of all, she created humanity. When the humans wished for power, she granted it. She gifted them the blessings of the heavens and of the earth. By way of the magical arts, humanity attained great power, yet unaware that great power portends great evil. By the grace of the goddess's divine protection, humanity thrived. Through her blessings, they grew prosperous, and their numbers rose. Before long, they became the most powerful creatures in all of Fodlan. All was well until darkness descended from the north. A darkness that devoured the earth, desecrated the heavens, and threw the world and its inhabitants into a state of chaos. To face this evil force, the goddess created a new well of power. She gifted certain chosen individuals with sacred blood, allowing them to wield mystical weapons, that they may prevail against the darkness. These souls, buoyed by their divine gifts, conquered the evil ones and drove them back to the north. They came to be known as heroes. So this was definitely created long after the church.
So the idea... Huh? Long after the church? What?
This book.
Yeah, I mean...
Potentially 200 years-ish.
Why? Like that? Why say specific?
Because this has to have been written after the War of Heroes ended.
Yeah. Well, why do you say 200 years, then?
Well, because the church was formed 41 years before the Adrestian Empire.
Sure.
The War of Heroes ended, 98?
So
So I guess it's close to 150.
Yeah.
But still, it was written a long time after the church was established.
That's true.
Also, if we scroll back one, I just want to say that their numbers rose. I would have liked numbers increased.
Why?
Because that's... No,
Well,
actually,
you're gonna say that was more biblical.
yeah.
The word increased.
That's what it was like when we were... You know,
Yeah, but we were reading a very specific kind
Translation,
of, like,
yeah. Might be the King James, but I don't know.
I was more interested in the fact that I suppose that's the excuse for how Nemesis came to be and came to get the Crest of Flames.
Yeah, would you say then that she's... not she, he, Nemesis. Would you say then that Nemesis may or may not have been from Strang?
Why?
Because it says he came from the north.
No.
What?
No, it says that Nemesis fought those from the north.
It doesn't say Nemesis fought those guys.
It says the heroes did, and the heroes are Nemesis's goons.
That is the one. The heroes experienced unnaturally long lives, persisting for hundreds of years. Even after they breathed their last, the power coursing through their blood remained, leaving an indelible mark upon this world. This power passed through bloodlines came to be known as the Crests. The mystical weapons they once wielded are now called heroes' relics, and so the legend of a new age was born. The descendants of the heroes sought their ancestors' power, and thusly their blood. In time they amassed crests, relics, land and wealth, using all to set the land aflame with war. The goddess's power, intended to stem the flow of evil, became a tool of destruction, all because of the greed of humanity. The goddess, grieved and heartbroken, hid herself in the heavens from whence she came. It's not even referencing Nemesis at all.
No, wait. They're making a... Wait, I see what they're doing here. So they're making a fictional... Hang on, did it say the heroes? Did it say anything in the history books about the heroes being... about, like, the heroes being from, or Nemesis having heroes?
No, I don't think it did. It's called the War of Heroes.
Those houses allied with the War of Heroes. That's honestly a very strange name. I wonder, do they think that heroes refers to Wilhelm and the like?
Maybe.
Probably, they probably... I'd say the general populace.
Term.
I'd say the general populace probably believes it's the general populace, I would argue, probably believes that the heroes in question are the heroes are like Wilhelm, Seros, and that side, because it didn't mention anything about the heroes as in Nemesis's guys.
This is exactly why I said he might be from Shrang.
But no, what I'm saying here is maybe he was from Shrang, maybe he wasn't, I don't know.
Well, one, it says it says that evil came from the north.
That's not the same evil, though.
How do we know it's not the same evil?
Because the heroes... Because this is a fictional narrative.
That's exactly why I think it still works.
Why?
Because since it's a fictional narrative, the lines between the truth that's actually in the fiction and the fiction itself are a little blurry sometimes. So when we... Like, look at this, for instance. They came to be known as heroes.
Yeah.
Then subsequently, they were great, and then other people took up the relics and were mean and nasty.
Because the heroes are the ancestors of the houses with Nemesis. That's what the narrative is trying to say here. The narrative is trying to say that they came to be known as heroes. These are the people, these are the heroes who fought alongside... These are the heroes who originally used the relics to fight a fictional demonic god force from the north. They then beat those guys up, and then peace came to Fodlan. The descendants of them then grew greedy, and that is implying that they used the heroes' relics to do things like help Nemesis in his war against Seros. I can also say this because the goddess grieved and heartbroken hid herself in the heavens from whence she came. We know that Seros only went to... We know that, like, Seros over here in the history book only went to Enbar and all of that after the goddess was already dead, or the goddess had already left, if you will. So the timeline must mean that taking into account this fictional timeline, I would say people should be under the assumption that
As in people, as
people
in verse.
in verse, people should be under the assumption that Nemesis's houses that fought alongside him were not the heroes, but the descendants of the heroes using heroes' relics to fight against Seros. Because this has to have happened before the Church of Seros was established, and thus before the whole ordeal with Nemesis.
Yep.
So so there's an entirely fictional extra subset of heroes who are the ancestors of the
question,
actual
though.
real heroes.
That begs the question, though. Something came from the north.
It,
Unless it wasn't real.
it could just be a completely fictional thing. Maybe it is. Maybe it could be Nemesis came from the north, or it could just be a fictional thing. Because again, this is a fictional narrative of there are heroes who fought some force from the north, but the actual real, like the real in-universe heroes didn't fight against any evil from the north. They were an evil in the north. They were in Fargus, the north, and fought against Seros, the good woman. So they were an evil in the north.
So what's happening here is that they've been decomposite charactered.
Yeah.
Where they're both the evil and the thing that fought the evil,
Yeah.
except their descendants are also the evil version.
Yeah, the evil in the north may or may not refer to literally
their descendants.
their descendants. That may or may not be a decomposite of the heroes who are their descendants, and
What about Twisted?
the evil. Well, the evil, they're not from the north. We know that they're from Fodlan. They're from this land. And that was older than we know. I'm pretty sure it says that. I'm pretty sure that like Agartha as a concept might be older than Nabateans. So, like, you know, I don't know
If they were here from the start, then what about every other continent?
what. Where I'm not sure. Maybe the Agarthans like human. Maybe the Agarthans became other people like the Almirans and Dagdans and everything. Like how those who did not get
Well, we know for a
judgmented
fact,
by Seros.
We know for a fact that Sothis created humans, and
Do we know that for a fact?
well, it says she created humanity.
This is a
and-
religious text that
Well, okay,
already
yeah,
has
yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
lies in
okay,
it.
sure. But we also have the fact that we also have Talus referring to the surface dwellers as the beasts.
That could just be from the perspective of they're little more than beasts because they are the descendants of the people who didn't follow through with us and say, fuck the goddess, we'll never forgive you, and thus are the descendants of, you know, effectively
The lapdogs.
a slave race. They bowed down because the goddess said, hey, bow down to me and kiss my feet or I'll kill you all. And Talus's goons said, hell no, we're going underground and we'll kill you one day, Sothis. And then the other people went, oh yes, please don't smite us. And Talus thinks, ugh, they're lapdogs, they're disgusting. Have a little pride, you know, Agarthan pride and all.
Hey there.
Either way, hi. What?
Because they're part 5? Well, I guess there's two more spots there, but
We're not allowed.
you're not allowed to read it.
Not
right
allowed
now?
the 3rd and 4th edition. Those were too
Okay,
raunchy.
the 5 eternal commandments. Dare not doubt or deny the power or existence of the goddess. Dare not speak the goddess's name in vain.
Okay, people take the dare not speak the goddess's name in vain pretty seriously.
No one
so
says Sothis. But dare not doubt or deny the power or existence of the goddess.
I'd say that considering that one's above the other one,
It's more important.
people would not be doing that. If I see
Yeah.
anyone do that, I'm going to heresy law them. I'm
No,
gonna be
no,
like,
no, we see it. 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 We see it.
Talus?
No, not Talus. I'm thinking of like some supports where they're in church or something. Like, and Claude goes like, Claude mentions other gods, or he seems to be doubting
Well,
the god. And then
if
then
he's mentioning
his
other gods and the
support
like, he
partner-
hasn't said anything like that.
Yeah, but then his support partner goes like,
Whoa.
"What? It's not so loud, mate.
Yeah.
Dare not disrespect your father, mother, or any who serve the goddess. Dare not abuse the power gifted to you by the goddess. Dare not kill, harm, lie, or steal, unless such acts are committed by the will of the goddess.
Damn, you can do all that if it was by the will of the goddess, though.
That's
kind of crazy.
That's a clause that she needs in order to have, perfect freedom to do whatever she feels necessary.
She can do whatever she wants, but she's like, no one else did that.
And also, dare not abuse the power gifted to you by the goddess.
Yeah.
That explains why literally anyone against I'm struggling to think of actually fighting a crest bearer.
Well, I mean, you can fight. Well, I mean, when Edelgard goes rogue, she certainly goes, she's disrespected the goddess, kill her. Like, that's basically the angle she takes of, she disrespected the goddess, you should ice her right now.
But I was thinking of like Lenato's death,
Mm.
and they say that nobleship is still power granted by the goddess to an extent.
Yeah.
But
Also,
most people seem.
He disrespected those who serve the goddess.
Yeah, for the most part, he doesn't say. Most people. It's only Ash and people close to Ash that are like, shit, he's gonna be killed. For everyone else, they're like, they don't give a shit. They're like, yep, good riddance. Which, logically, if they're following these commandments, they absolutely should.
Yep. Disgusting fucking heretic.
The goddess cares for and protects all that is beautiful in this world. The goddess will never deny the splendors of love, affection, joy, peace, faith, kindness, temperance, modesty, or patience. Follow her example, and in doing so, abide her laws.
Jesus, you could get a big, Crusader King's cack out of those.
Love, affection, joy, peace, faith, kindness, temperance, modesty, and patience.
It's just because temperance, modesty, patience. I was like, why?
Yeah,
kindness,
so actually, Seros has decided, or Rhea has decided to enshrine love and affection as divine in nature.
Yeah.
Through this text, which could possibly inform as to why, that could possibly inform us as to why, gay marriage is just not even spoken of.
Yeah, because
it's a form of love.
So
she does, and the goddess will never deny the splendor of love.
Yeah.
So that is why you can love whoever you want, because it is literally enshrined in the religion.
This guy, I think, is a cardinal, because this is a strange, unique model.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
only
that's
ever
true.
shows up in
That
places
hood would
in
go
the Church of
hard
Seros.
in Assassin's Creed, though.
For God's sake!
I'm sorry, but it's a really cool hood. Anyway, I'm gonna take a sip of water.
Okay. Register of prominent noble houses of the Adrastian Empire. This document.
I didn't say you had to take over. I was just taking a sip.
I was just going to do that line. Jeez,
Oh, right, okay,
Don't
my
you
bad.
need to get so territorial with it. Yeah,
I
you can
must
do it.
read it. I must read it. I register. I screwed that up, by the way. I meant to say I didn't mean you had to, rather than I didn't say you could read it.
Well, yeah, you interrupted me though, so and much of a muchness.
Yeah, you said your throat was bad. I didn't want you to stress it out. Anyway, a register of prominent nobles of the Adrastian Empire. This document is expressly for official use by the Church of Seros. Students are forbidden to remove or peruse this documentation. 1179 edition. I'm remembering this. Do you remember in Three Hopes?
I thought you said unremembering this.
Unremembering this. Do you remember a similar thing was in Three Hopes?
The same thing.
Wait, was
It's
it literally the same? Copy and pasted?
Yep.
Is the rest going to be copy and pasted?
Probably.
House Hresvelg, the most distinguished noble house of the Empire, tracing its roots all the way back to the great Emperor Wilhelm. It has been the governing house of the Empire for 1,100 years. In addition to the first Emperor, its lineage is also traced back to Saint Seros himself, which is why generations
Himself?
Oh, my bad. Saint Seros herself, which is why generations of emperors are believed to bear the crest of Seros. So, Wilhelm might have been Rhea's lover.
Possibly. I mean, again, its lineage is traced back to Saint Seros herself. Possibly. I think there is some implication that
The reason I say that's the case is because of the starting page.
Mm.
It's expressly for official use by the Church of Seros.
Yeah.
So it's not rumours.
It's not rumours. Yeah.
At the very least, it's something that Seros wants to be considered true.
Oh yeah, it's not even said of like in rumor. It's lineage
So
is
it's
also.
is also traced back.
That's so weird. Actually,
She literally
That's really,
had
really
it off
weird.
with Wilhelm.
That's really, really weird. That means that Edelgard is... Oh, that I actually find the implications of that really bizarre, I won't lie, because Rhea is a very family-oriented woman, and that means that Emperor Klaus... Not Klaus, sorry,
Emperor Lycaon?
Lycaon is... Well, actually, no, hang on. This is
potentially her
Wait,
son?
no, sorry. This leads to a very weird
Can of worms.
which is the
fact that
problematic
Lycaon
thing.
would be a dragon
Lycaon is a
himself.
Nabatean, and thus, if they actually are traced back to Saint Seros herself, that then means that Edelgard is a dragon and just forgot how to fucking transform. Unless the hegemon is her transformation, but she doesn't have any
She's
other
ugly
Nabatean.
as hell if that's her transformation.
She doesn't have any other Nabatean qualities at all.
We can see her ears are round,
So
and her hair, while white now, wasn't green before, it was brown.
yeah, it was brown. So again, and her father also looks really ill, which I've never seen an Nabatean get ill, so that's bullshit.
Or maybe he was the human one, though.
I like he married in. I
Mm.
guess yeah, he could be married in, and his wife was the. But even no, actually, that opens a new can of worms because you know who his wife fucking was? It was Arendel's sister.
Oh.
So unless who may or may not be a Garthan in the first place, so unless we've got a Garthan Nabateans now, which Talus is fucking like Talus is probably having a stroke right now hearing me say that phrase.
Tell you what, let me see if I can establish something that makes sense.
Yeah.
Rhea thought Wilhelm was bad but never got to smash.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say this actually puts a really, really confusing can of worms in.
The weird thing is, I can think of a phrasing that makes it that weirdly sound less
Blood?
like. Yeah,
Yeah.
their blood is shared with Saint Seros.
Yeah.
Now- At first blush, if you read a phrase like that, wouldn't you assume that their
Yeah.
lineage traces back?
Yeah.
So
I
couldn't it be a
think-
translation issue?
I think it's a translation issue. I'd like to see the original text because, again, that's actually really like.
Yeah,
if
because we
that-
know for a fact that a human and a Nabatean makes a new Nabatean.
Yeah, if
Not even half.
not
just
even half,
full
because we
Nabatean.
also know that Flame's children, with whoever she marries, no matter who it is,
Whether it's by
are Nabatean.
Yeah. Like anyone else, like
She-
Felix,
Linhardt, notably, they have multiple children who show up with pointed ears.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit, those are Nabateans. So unless Linhardt just cloned some Flames, like he just cloned her. He was just like, hold on, sex is overrated.
Hold
we need
on,
to do some
baby
cloning.
girl. Let's clone.
And just got some test tubes out. I'm assuming, yeah, again, it's pretty. I am pretty confident in saying no. Nabatean plus human means pure-blooded Nabatean. Nabatean crossbreeding and like Nabatean dilution through generations does not happen. You have a Nabatean, you have a Nabatean, you have a Nabatean. Completely subsumes any human DNA in there or whatever. Like fucking invincible something or other. Invincible punchy men. I can't remember what they're called. Viltrumites, that's it. But regardless of that, yeah, I think this should be a blood thing. I would really like to see the translation thing.
If we can see the original text, then we could confirm if it says that they share blood with Saint
if it's
Seros.
they share blood with Saint Seros, I'm like, okay, fine and dandy. Translation error. If not, I'm gonna be real. This fucking text is the most batshit thing I've ever seen in my life. It breaks every single plot point of the entire fucking script.
If it's taken as true.
Yeah, which I don't see why it wouldn't be taken as true, because as you said, you took me right onto the side of, okay, it's students are forbidden to remove or peruse this document. I think Rhea would know if she fucked Wilhelm. I have an idea.
My secondary thing is like, as I said there, it was like it's anything that she wants to be considered true as well.
I guess so.
Anything that even if it is false, if she wants it to be considered true, it would be here.
I don't see why she'd say, yeah, I got it off with Wilhelm. That was awesome.
We imagine we just walk in and
I haven't seen a lot of Seros's. I haven't seen a lot of. And I heard Seros had an 8-pack in this. Like, she doesn't exactly use this
not
to
Ashgar
brag.
Behek. Yeah, it's like imagine we just go into the Archbishop's office, and she's just there with sitting next to her, rubbing her back, and she's like crying with a bottle in her hand, like, Wilhelm was so bad, Keyhole, I should have smashed when I had the chance.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
Wait, did we do the last one?
We did, what? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we
that's
did.
right. We just had like a long conversation on that.
How stressful.
You time delayed the unremembering. Unremember this information.
Glyph of contingency.
Yeah. What?
You know what Glyph of Contingency is from? It's from Tyrion
Ooh.
Cuthbert, which, funnily enough, we're actually streaming on Sundays between the hours of
That's the
1
first time
p.m. and
I've
5
seen the light
p.m.
of day for a while.
BST, of course. But anyway, moving back to this. House Hresvelg resides in Embar, the imperial capital, claiming all of the surrounding territory as its domain. It boasted supreme authority both within the empire and without until the insurrection of the Seven in 1171, in which much of its power was stripped away by the nobility. In recent years, a series of misfortunes has plagued this storied house, and some believe dark clouds hover over the future of the Hresvelg.
Whoa.
Of the Hresvelg reign.
Whoa, buddy. Hold the fucking phone.
What?
Do not put both within the empire and without. It boasted supreme authority. No, it fucking didn't. Are we actually... Wait, what? No,
What's weird about that? That doesn't seem weird to me at all.
Why does that not seem weird to you until the insurrection of the Seven in year past this point?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
The imperial... Wait, so you're saying... No, because...
I'm saying there's more forms of authority than literally being the suzerain.
It boasted supreme authority kind of implies something separate to me. And the insurrection of the Seven, I don't think would affect that if you're saying...
Besides, it's not even about the Empire, it's about Hresvelgs.
It is about the Empire, within the Empire and without. House Hresvelg boasts supreme authority.
House Hresvelg.
It boasts supreme authority. House Hresvelg, the Imperial line, boasts supreme authority within the Empire and without. So both in the Empire and outside of the Empire, it boasts supreme authority. How do you phrase that in a way that, like, please phrase that in a better way, and that's what they should have used.
It boasted incredible authority both within the Empire and without.
I think they should have not used the... I don't think they should have used the words... I don't think they should have phrased it as it boasted any kind of authority, both within the Empire and without. I think they should have said it boasted supreme authority within the Empire, or even it boasted supreme respect. Authority
I think it's
is
just
different
trying to
from
say,
respect.
It's just trying to say that they had so much political clout that,
Yeah.
like, even outside of their own territory, it was like, holy moly, that's the Hresvelgers. I mean, Hresvelgs. Oh wait, I read all of it.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah. So the insurrection. So it was essentially an absolute empire.
Yeah.
An absolute monarchy style empire until like literally 10 years ago or more.
I love
1171. That was like
I love how we just went through a
decade or two
massive
ago.
thing of saying how it's not rumours and everything, and then it just puts some believe dark clouds hover over the future of Hresvelg's reign. Like, bro,
That's
why are they
about
putting
the future.
rumours in?
That's not a rumor. That's like a prediction.
What?
Wait, it's about the future.
The
It's
fuck's
not a
the difference
rumour.
between a prediction and a rumour? Like, what? You're not a seer. You're not gonna just, oh, this is gonna happen, boom, there we are.
Fine, fair enough. House Aya. A house of dukes possessing great power within the empire. Actually, hold on, it is 1179 edition.
Yeah.
So there is the possibility of there being, this being like an annual check thing as well. I
guess so.
That is such graspy at straws. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
That was awful. Anyway, House Aya, a house of dukes. It's pronounced Aegir in Japan.
Yeah.
It looks like it should be pronounced Aegir, but then it's not.
Mm.
Anyway, House Aya, a house of dukes possessing great power within the empire, second only to House Restfeld. The head of the house came to occupy the post of prime minister, rendering the title a hereditary one afterwards. House Aya led the insurrection of the Seven and in many ways holds the true power governing the empire. At present. House Vestra, a house of marquises without a domain. Is that marquises or marquise?
I'm not sure. I'll say whatever you want.
Anyway, they don't have a domain, existing in the shadow of House Restfeld. In addition to managing the darker tasks of the Empire, it is responsible for the Emperor's periphery affairs, including coordinating things such as ceremonies and rituals, Imperial consorts, and the Imperial Guard. House Vestra was allied with House Aya in the insurrection.
That'd probably be why they won so easily.
Yeah.
We have your bitches, we have your guards, we have your ceremonies, but yeah, that last one's important.
House Hevering, a house of counts that has inherited rule over the Empire's domestic affairs. Sorry, it was just that a house of this, a house of that. And, you know, like when it was like a county.
House of Cards.
A county, a dukedom, a this, that. And then they had to awkwardly just say, oh, well, House Vestra doesn't have anything. Because isn't that how they phrased it in Three Hopes?
Yeah, so I don't think it is copy and pasted, because I do definitely remember they said dukedom
They didn't tell us that the title of a Vestra lad is Marquis.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this. A house of counts that has inherited rule over the Empire's domestic affairs, particularly those relating to administration, finance, and the judiciary. It frequently clashes with the Minister of Military Affairs over these matters. Much of its territory lies in the Ogma Mountains, and as such it enjoys the fruits of a lucrative mining industry. God, mining as well.
Mining in Stradam.
They would have to be, like, really tight with it. I'm surprised they clash with the Minister of Military Affairs. I think that's literally just there to be like, oh, wow, well, Caspar and Linhart seem to get along.
I think they probably clash over the fact that... I think they probably clash over the use of resources a lot. Okay, I could see them clashing over the use of resources, because if they're the ones mining and they're the ones dealing with the finances and shit, it must be really annoying for them to have to deal with, hey, we need more finances, we need more weapons, we need more this, that, and the other. You know, they're basically just... These guys are constantly going up to them and saying, hey, can I get a loan of this? So, and they never pay it back, of course, so... It's probably really annoying.
House Burgleys. A house of counts that has inherited rule over the Empire's Ministry of Military Affairs. It commands all of the armies that do not directly belong to the Emperor. During times of war, the head of the house becomes the Imperial Army's commander-in-chief. Their territory encompasses most of the Empire's main breadbasket, Granda Field. Oh, that was consistent.
What?
Three Hopes, they said as such. About the Granda Field. It did seem to belong to Caspar's dad.
Did you not think it was? I mean, like it
I
said multiple
thought-
times, even in the Battle of Eagle and Lion, Caspar like multiple times says, "Oh shit, is my dad gonna be watching?" Because like this is in our territory.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh, can we go back to that one for 2 ticks? Yeah. I find the commands all the armies that do not directly belong to the Emperor somewhat funny.
Yeah, it does mean that none of these other guys have any military.
To an extent.
Except for Vestra, because Vestra coordinates the Imperial Guard, who the Imperial Guard are presumably the, you know, Imperial
All of the
forces, yeah.
military as regards that as well,
Yeah.
I would guess. House Burgleys. Oh, wait. Did that. House Varley, a house of counts that has inherited rule over the Empire's Ministry of Religion, whose main responsibility is to maintain amiable relations with the Church of Seros. However, due to the estrangement of the Church from the Empire in recent years...
Sorry, my bad.
I'll just psychically... it is now more involved with the judiciary, causing political strife with the Ministry of the Interior. The Church is getting involved with the judicial system.
Oh, that is, yeah.
Generally, you like to keep the law and the Church separate.
Absolutely.
Who is the Ministry of the Interior, I wonder? And why are they called the Ministry of the Interior when Ferdinand refers to them as the Ministry of Internal Affairs?
Yeah.
Just saying. He does say that, doesn't he?
Isn't the Ministry of the Interior? Isn't the Ministry of Internal Affairs? I thought that was Vestra.
No, Vestra's... Oh, wait, is it?
I'm not sure. We'll need Ferdinand von Aert to tell us
Can you just scroll the camera to the left? Oh, thanks. I just wanted to see how many more of these were left.
Say now.
Okay.
None.
Okay. I was kind of expecting to look and see like
The same. Yeah.
all of them across there, just like, oh my god. Anyway, Register of Empire Nobles. Was it Empire Nobles on the other one as well?
Yes.
Yeah, Empire Nobles, not Imperial Nobles. A register of prominent noble houses of the Adrestian Empire. This document is expressed... It's the same as last one. Let's just move swiftly along. House Girth. A house of dukes that has inherited rule of the Empire's Ministry of the Exterior, or External Affairs. Diplomacy, foreign relations, and relations between various provinces and the capital.
That's Gert, not Girth.
Wait, what?
It's like, I'm pretty sure Constance says it's Gert.
Gert?
Yeah,
Oh.
not Girth.
Girth. He's like Kingpin, he's fat. Anyway, where was I? Diplomacy, foreign relations, and relations between various provinces and the capital fall under its purview. What on earth does that mean? Foreign relations and relations between various provinces and the capital. Oh, so the exterior deals with all the vassal states as well. That's what I'm getting from that. All of the vassal states are dealt with by the external affairs. Even though they're technically part of the Empire, which begs the question of what's the internal affairs doing, because if it's not dealing with the vassal states, man, that must be a cushy job. It worked hard to secure the ceasefires that ended both the Bridget and Dagda campaigns. Though complicit in the insurrection, it remains distant from associated houses. House Arundel. Now, this is a spicy one, is it not? Formerly a minor noble house of the Empire. As head of the house, when Volkard's younger sister became betrothed to Emperor Ionius IX, Volkard was granted the title of Lord Arundel. Having worked closely with House Ire, House Arundel is seen as one of the chief instigators in the insurrection of the Seven. That is a really, really weird one. Because... So they won the insurrection, and then Arundel territory and the Arundel house didn't get any more like authority or clout or resources by all stretches of the imagination, because it's claiming that they got this from the head of the house's sister being betrothed to Emperor Ionius. House Hrim, a house of imperial viscounts. Resisting Emperor Ionius IX's policy of power centralization, is set out to join the alliance and secure independence from the Empire, but was unable to overcome the imperial army's intervention. In the aftermath, the house's main genetic line was wiped out. The current head of house is an adoptee.
Main genetic line is a wild
That's
statement.
insane.
Also, genes.
Yep.
Just funny coincidence there.
What would they say before genetic line? You know, say bloodline.
Familial line, bloodline.
Familial
I
line,
think, you know.
bloodline.
Just
Yeah.
always keep aware of your,
Yeah.
the words you use.
Of course, since that's a word choice in English, you can make the case that it wouldn't be there in the original text. Let me think. Oh yeah, I wouldn't. Look at this. Gelt.
Hmm?
Diplomacy, foreign relations, and relations between various provinces and the capital fall under its purview. So that's telling me that it's relations between the Empire's like main like territory and the vassal states. That sound right to you?
Yeah.
If that's the case, it must be like internal affairs must be a really cushy job. They literally only have to deal with like the immediate like main capital surroundings,
Oh yeah, true.
because it's not even dealing with the vassal states. Anyway, House Nouvelle, a house of imperial viscounts with territory on the western coast of the empire, centered around its namesake harbour city of Nouvelle. The house flourished thanks to commerce with Dagda, Albania, Brigid, and other territories. Even still, it fell to ruin in 1170. 1175 after permitting the combined invading forces of the Dagda and Bridget armies to make landfall. Oof. House Ox. A house of imperial barons. Its territory occupies the northern half of the Western Peninsula known as Fodlan's Fangs. I have never heard of Fodlan's Fangs in my life.
Yep, never either, but hey.
The head of the house was lost to the Dagda and Bridget War. The Western Peninsula. The northern half of the Western Peninsula known as Fodlan's Fangs. Oh well. A house of imperial barons, a house of imperial barons, a house of imperial barons. Highly ambitious. This is House Bartels. Highly ambitious is it sought out and acquired several crests for its bloodline. I am surprised that is something that no one else has done.
Yeah.
Because if it were, then we'd have heard it everywhere else, or at least a more so than other houses. But that is telling me that basically no one else tried to just acquire several crests.
Do you think there should have been a clause in the religious text that was like a sort of "thou shalt not accumulate excess power"?
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I mean, there's kind of like there's kind of like a soft variant of it in
What the?
in the book of Revelations or something.
This is creation.
Sorry, in the Creation. In Book of Saros Part 2, the Creation. In Book of Saros 2:6 or some shit. In Book of Saros 2:6, it says, the goddess's power intended to stem the flow of evil became a tool of destruction, all because of the greed of humanity. So it's implicitly saying in this text that greed is inherently an evil, and a big one.
Yeah, and being
ambition and
it is actually saying
greed go
specifically
hand in
about
hand.
crests.
Yeah. So I'd say this what they did here borders on blasphemy, if not literally being it. I'm surprised that they didn't. In 1176, many members, including the head of the house, died under unexplained circumstances. The deed was attributed to the heir Emil. As his whereabouts are unknown, leadership of the house fell to a distant relative. So it still exists for the Bartels. Okay. Register of Alliance nobles. Why Alliance? Have we skipped the kingdom? Oh, the kingdom's over there!
Huh?
Why? Why? What? Why? Anyway.
They very commonly put,
Yeah, it's
Empire
usually...
1, Kingdom 2, Alliance 3.
Yeah.
I mean, it's chronologically when they formed.
Yeah. Okay, Register of Alliance. It's also the it's also how you'd order the relevance of the three lords.
Yep.
Into the plot.
Oh yeah, true.
Like Edelgard is deeply connected to the plot. Dimitri is secondarily connected to the plot, and then Claude just is barely connected to the plot at all. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, it's the same as before, but with Empire, Alliance instead of Empire on that one. House Regan, the leading house of the Leicester Alliance and descendants of one of the 10 elites. That's another different term. Elite versus hero, right? Like, level with me here.
Yeah.
You don't do two different terms for no reason.
Maybe it's because heroes?
Yeah, maybe the heroes are and then the elites are...
Because the 10 elites are probably the name they give to Nemesis's goons.
Yeah, that
and
would
then
fit.
The heroes
were their ancestors who first got the crests.
Fought the demon people in the north.
In the Crescent Moon War of 881, they spearheaded the move towards independence from the kingdom, as well as the establishment of a republic by its former vassals. They've held the esteemed responsibility of leading the Alliance Roundtable ever since. That's interesting. Don't they imply that there's like a vote for the or do they not?
They do say there's a vote for it.
There's a vote for who's going to be the Grand Duke. Interesting.
Maybe it's just a case of they very commonly win because they're so respected.
Yeah, like a sort of de facto hereditary position by virtue of the fact that they've always held it, which is kind of weird because Leicester is kind of commonly assumed to be the The territory that cares the country that cares the least about convention of the three.
But that's a very conventional thing to do.
That is a very, very conventional. They don't even have an official thing that's blocking them from doing anything.
Yeah, but they still just...
They still choose to make the Regans
Yeah.
the heads of state every single time. Also, it's there, clear as crystal, in black and white ink.
Absolutely.
It's a republic.
There's a republic.
It's a republic. That is its form of government. The position of this house of dukes relies on the noble rank bestowed upon it by the kingdom well before the alliance's founding. The current Duke Regan's heir, Godfrey, died in an accident while on duty. While he did leave behind a surviving daughter, she is presently unaccounted for. So Godfrey is his grandfather.
No, Godfrey is his uncle.
Godfrey's his uncle?
The sister is his mother, right?
The
Current
sister
Duke
of this
Regan-
person.
It's a weird. No, this is a weird way of phrasing it, right? The current Duke Regan is Claude's grandfather.
Oh,
Godfrey,
okay. The current
His
Duke,
heir.
his heir who is this. So his heir is his son.
Mhm.
Died in an accident while on duty. While he did leave behind. No, that's still.
What?
That's telling me. No. That is saying that Claude has a cousin. The he in question is
yeah.
Godfrey.
That's Godfrey.
Well, he did leave behind a surviving daughter. Leave behind is when you've died.
Oh shit, that's just wrong.
So Godfrey's left behind a daughter who is the cousin of Claude.
Yeah, that's just what?
I think they mistranslated this. I think this is supposed to say that Duke Regan also has a daughter, but she's currently accounted for. Because it can't be fucking Godfrey's. Claude doesn't have a cousin.
Claude is so often referred to as the current Duke Regan's grandson. He never once says, "Oh, by the way, he's actually my great grandfather."
Yeah, it's either he's his great grandfather and the daughter is Claude's mum, or Claude has an unaccounted for cousin.
But I would really like to know about the Duke Regan Godfrey thing. Like it's the most poorly explained part of Three Houses, I honestly think. I have no fucking clue what it is. And whenever they talk about it, they always use really weird phrasings of things like
this
shit, where I don't know if Godfrey has a sister or...
I tell you what, I think it is that he has a sister.
Yeah.
What I think happened is that Duke Regan's heir is called Godfrey Regan. Now, Godfrey Regan got into an accident and got himself killed. But luckily, that doesn't end the Regan line, because Duke Regan's didn't just have one son, he also had another daughter. Now, the tricky thing is his daughter ran off with an Almiran king, possibly not even thinking that she was ever... A prince at that point. Possibly not even expecting that she was ever going to get the Regan throne.
Yeah, probably.
She probably ran off thinking, well, Godfrey's going to rule Leicester. I can do what I want.
Notably, this is the 1179 edition, and they forgot to mention anything about Claude. Poor guy.
1179, that was 2 years ago. He didn't just come to the... He didn't just get here 2 years ago, did he? He's been here for at least a while.
Yeah, he's been here.
Like,
they just
upwards of 5 years?
They don't care
if
about
not more.
talking about him. They're just
Why
like,
don't they count him?
and that grandson he has? Fuck him.
House Goneril, descendants of one of the 10 elites. It is a military house that is chiefly tasked with military strikes and defence against the Almiran army, mostly due to its territory's position in the east. Lord Holst, the next head of the house, is widely renowned as the Alliance's bravest general. Now, there we get the fact that Lord Holst is here and present and accounted for. So, what's with leaving Claude out? Like, that's the clincher for me. Anyway, next up we've got House Ordelia. A house of counts with land in the east of Leicester territory. In 1167, it was involved in House Hrim's rebellion, and the Empire retaliated by repeatedly meddling in the house's internal affairs, leading to a sharp decline in its noble standing. Poor Lysithea.
poor House Cordelia, and also the rest of the Alliance right now. yeah, we're just gonna let the Empire do that.
Yeah.
Like, wow, what
I mean,
shit friends.
I mean, if you take it that way, like you could really see the alliance as like if they took that angle, there wouldn't be anything necessarily bad with it.
No.
Of making the alliance kind of backstabby
Yeah.
and kind of like whatever improves my territory.
Yeah.
Because it is a republic of
No, I'm well fine
smaller
with that.
territories. So like maybe Gloucester and like Edmund were just like, it's not my problem though, is it?
Not my problem.
Like,
really.
what do I actually get out of it for wasting my resources on sending people down to help?
Yeah. Nothing.
Anyway, we've got Gloucester next. House Gloucester, descendants of one of the 10 elites. This house of counts hails from southern Leicester territory. The current head of house is ambitious, excels at public relations, and has an influential voice among the 5 noble families with voting rights at the Leicester Alliance Roundtable, second only to House Regan. How, honestly, did they get flipping that guy from Three Hopes off of ambitious, excels at public relations, and an influential voice?
I think that was their attempts at making him all of those things.
He sucked.
Yeah,
He was a dumbass, and everyone hated him.
but I'm pretty sure
That's
that was
the
their attempt at
opposite
it. Because
of having an influential voice and excelling at public relations.
well, yeah, because but that's the thing. He had an influential voice. He was loud. He
for-
excels at public relations. He was loud, and he was very ambitious. He was very.
My
He,
head
he,
hurts.
he said he wanted to be ambitious, but then didn't actually act ambitious. Just followed Claude around.
Yeah. Well. So, what was his name again? Edgar or something? Erwin. It was close. But Erwin doesn't strike me as this at all. Like, the current head of house isn't,
From what we see of Lawrence in this game, absolutely, I think his dad's like that.
Yeah, especially if you consider this is supposed to be kind of, you know, it's making, it's making sort of a foil character in Lawrence's dad to him, because he is ambitious,
Yep.
and yes, he has an influential voice, but he sucks at public relations.
Yep.
To the point where he makes people think the worst of him as opposed to the best, because he's just that bad at getting his points across.
Yep.
That people think he's an arrogant, egotistical arsehole.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, he by rights should end up like his dad, right? Anyway, we've got House Edmund, a house of Margraves with land in the north of Leicester territory. Its beneficial trade policies, emphasising fair use of its personal harbours. I read that so poorly, let me do that again. Its beneficial trade policies, emphasising fair use of its personal harbours, have awarded the house a great deal of clout, to such a degree that it was eventually accepted into the ranks of the 5 great lords of the Alliance. Their current head of house is a renowned orator.
Harbours? Sorry, that's a Three Hopes.
That's a Three
joke.
Hopes joke. Harbours only exist if you have boats.
Yeah, that's a Three Hopes joke because they very inconsistently had boats.
Boats in Three Hopes.
Well, no, there were boat models and stuff in the areas, but then they claimed that they didn't have boats.
They didn't have any war boats. How do you
No,
not
they didn't just have no war boats. They didn't know
They
what a
just-
boat was.
They didn't have boats. I mean, you can always check.
I can't remember how we came to that conclusion, but I know that was a fucking
Yeah.
thing. I know for a fact they kept acting like, now we don't know what boats are.
Anyway, there's something much more interesting here than the boats thing.
Mhm.
It was accepted into the ranks of the 5 great lords.
Yeah.
So did one house get the boot, or did they go from the 4 great lords to the 5?
We know one house got the boot.
What's
It's
that?
called House Daphne.
Oh, what a segue.
That was tough.
Descendants of the
Ooh.
10 elites and formerly among the 5 great lords of the Alliance, it lost much power due to internal discord. For the last several generations, no head of House Daphnel has borne a crest. In spite of this, it still maintains its status as a noble family.
Oh,
Oh, the
that's
Daphnels! Wait,
that's very strange.
who's a Daphnel anyway?
Daphne is, what's she called? Judith? Yeah, Judith.
Judith's a Daphnel.
The hero of Daphne, that bitch. And Galatea is an offshoot of them.
That's why they have the crest of Daphnel.
But, funnily enough, one thing I was going to say about that,
Yeah.
this document really makes out, like, that was it lost much power to the internal discord. They actually didn't have a choice. Like, they fucked up, and everyone stopped respecting them, which is very contrary to how the Alliance presents it, and how Judith honestly presents it. Because
How do they present it?
they always constantly glaze her about being the hero of Daphne, and Judith even says, I'm pretty sure that she says that, yeah, I decided to just give the house over to, give the, like, seat over to Edmund, because, you know, I'm not really all big on that politics thing, and I decided my house had had its time in the light. She very much gives the sense of, I was being altruistic and decided, I don't want to have anything to do with this politics game anymore. I'll let someone else do it. But
What is
this really
animation?
makes it... What? That I've shit my pants walk?
I'd say like from the way he's looking down, it looks disturbingly similar to the Virgin versus Chad.
Oh, no.
It does. Well, terrible meme-imaging aside, Register of Kingdom Nobles. A register of prominent noble houses of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. We all know that part. We've read it 4 other times. House Blaethid. This house claims Blaethid of the 10 Elites as its ancestor. It has ruled the kingdom for over 400 years, ever since Lugh, the King of Lions, claimed victory in the War of the Eagle and Lion in 751. This secured the kingdom's independence from the Adrestian Empire, after which Lugh was crowned as its inaugural king by the Church of Seros. So when they're referring to the elites, they refer to the elites,
Yeah.
not the hero, not
I mean, as we said...
Blaethid of the 10 heroes or anything.
Oh, Blaethid of the 10 Elites? Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Like they're descended from those assholes.
Yeah, that is very weird. That is a very weird phrasing. I think that should have been claims Blaethid of the 10 heroes, as it sounds.
They've been using 10 elites all across the gap in the Alliance document.
I think they should have been referencing the 10 heroes, because I don't
10
know why...
elites, descendants of one of the 10 elites,
yeah.
descendants of one of the 10 elites.
I think they should have said... Yeah, they should have been using 10 heroes here, because the 10 elites are the
That would
arseholes
be
with
negatively
Nemesis.
connoted.
That's negatively... It's being... Although, wait, this is actually... Oh, hang on, go left. This is still the only students of Forbidden, so... Maybe this is Seros.
Maybe it is, yeah, shit.
Maybe this is actually, like, for the upper crust of the Church of Seros, saying, hey, this is,
You have level 9, what is it called? Clearance. That's
yeah,
what
you
it
have
is.
level 9
You have
clearance.
level 9 clearance, you can read this now.
You can read this, and then boom, you see, okay, they're from the 10 elites, and
Yeah.
it doesn't mention 10 heroes. It doesn't
Yeah.
explicitly say, 10 heroes, so people lower down on the ladder might still kind of be here. Maybe if you have, like, level 10 clearance.
Yeah, you need that level 10 clearance,
Then it unredacts it and says 10 elites, not to be confused with the fictional 10 heroes. It's like, ugh!
House Blaethid resides in Ferdiad, the kingdom capital, claiming all of the surrounding territory as its domain, and many of the fiefdoms in the north of Fodlan as its vassals. With the passing of King Lambert in 1176, his older brother, Grand Duke Rufus of Ether, assumed the burden of ruling the kingdom in the young Crown Prince's stead. Even still, strife and disorder continued to plague the land, so Grand Duke Rufus sucks as a regent.
Yeah.
But he's only a temporary regent until Dimitri takes over. Which we will come to know that he is only allowed... He can't take over early. He is only allowed to take over when he comes of age.
He has to come of age.
Because there is this line of dialogue that really gets me. Is that one where he's lamenting the fact that he can't do anything because he hasn't the crown.
Because I don't have the power.
He's flat out, like...
I literally
props to
can't.
Chris Hackney.
Yeah.
He sounds so frustrated.
Yeah.
He's like, oh god, I wish I could do something, but I can't. Oh god, this sucks. He sounds real. So like, I think it's a set in stone fact that that's how the crown passing of like. So it's really weird in Three Hopes that at this same age he just takes over the kingdom. He just kicks Rufus's ass.
Even if he killed Rufus, he'd still need a regent. That's literally not how it works.
I tell you what, so Rodrigue would end up regent for sure.
For sure.
Like, for sure. But instead he just becomes the king.
He could not be the king. It's illegal.
impossible.
It's as illegal as if he said, I'll just marry her anyway. And he's 6 years old. It's like, that's not how that works. You can't just beat someone up and then claim, nah, it's chill.
It's fine. So chalk another thing up for 3 hopes.
Yeah, but we...
Chalk another retcon up for 3 hopes.
Calm down on the 3 hopes.
Yeah, this is about 3 houses. And Fortune's Weave. Anyway, since we're
Yeah,
talking about
Fortune's Weave,
Bladed, Brazilian Miku.
God, no, Brazilian Miku.
Brazilian Miku has the
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda has the crest of Bladed as well, which
I don't know
I
how
would
she got
love to see how she got that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see what's going on there. But it's just one of those cases where I feel really strongly like something's going to go wrong, but I can't say that anything's gone wrong yet because it hasn't.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm waiting for the milk to spill.
Yeah, I mean, I actually heard something that I was like, hang on! That she isn't native to Dagda. She is also like Fabio and
What?
Dietrich from Fodlan. I heard someone say this, not like this is
Oh,
a thing.
oh, right.
I said
Because
someone
Kai has a
theorised
crest as
this.
well. He has Obon.
Yeah, but I just heard someone theorize this, so I was like, oh, well, technically, that could be the case of either Dedu's descendant or an unrelated, like, Dagdan, and either Dimitri or Dimitri's kids, like Dimitri kind of Crom style, if you will, of marries someone. He marries a Dagdan woman, or his kid marries a Dagdan woman, and then that's who Esmeralda is. She's their kid, and she's actually Dagdan. I mean, technically, I'm like, well, yes, that would work. that would work. I would be fine with that, because that would function. I think she may, judging by the fact that she doesn't wear anything similar at all to what all of the other Fodlanites do in Dietrich's little Fodlan group, it kind of implies to me that she is not from Fodlan.
At the very least, she's been living here her whole life.
Yeah, it kind of implies to me that she is native to this place, which makes me go, yeah, okay, so how, though? How did the Crest of Bladed, poof, suddenly show up? Literally a continent away.
Anyway, House Fraldarius. This house of dukes claims Fraldarius of the Ten Elites as its ancestor. It is one of the most ancient houses on record, even amongst kingdom nobility. It is said that Kaifon, the sworn friend of Lug, the King of Lions, was also related to the hero Fraldarius.
Hold on, why are you calling it Hero Fraldarius now? Now I'm confused.
Okay, so is hero and elite interchangeable?
I don't know.
Is that a typo? But anyway, Kaifon being a close friend, like, it informs us of, like, how this hereditary position of advisor started, I would assume. House Gautier. This House of Margraves claims Gautier of the Ten Elites as its ancestor.
Back to Ten Elites.
Yep. Its territory lies in the northernmost reaches of the kingdom. As such, it has safeguarded kingdom territory against incursions by the people of the Sreng region for over 200 years. Just 200?
No, it's just because... Oh, yeah, wait, why just 200?
Like,
I was going to say,
the
it's
kingdom's
just because
been around
Kingdom's
for-
only been around for...
400.
Yeah,
400. Why did this Sreng attack happen 200 years ago?
It's helped them rebel. It's helped them, like, push back the people of Sreng for over 200 years. Yeah, I guess technically 1,000 years is over 200. I guess 400 is over 200. But that's a fucking weird way of phrasing it. That shit ain't right. That's like me saying I didn't... Well... I never said I didn't kill anyone, and then the police find out I have a body in my back garden. It's like, wait, hang on.
Yeah. Anyway, House Karen. This House of Counts claims Karen of the Ten Elites as its ancestor. Tasked with negotiating between the resistance armies and the Church of Seros during the War of the Eagle and Lion, the head of House Karen continues the tradition of a ceremonial competition within the kingdom. What? Are they responsible for the Battle of Eagle and Lion? Or is what is it that they're responsible for?
Huh.
What does that
I
mean?
guess they just general tradition. They're good, like traditional competitions within the kingdom. Like they were negotiators, so they now do.
Oh, so they now
ceremony.
organise ceremony. Okay,
Yeah.
I see now. I see. House Galatea. When House Daphnel, once a cornerstone of the Leicester Alliance, was divided in two over an inheritance feud. Ooh, that does sound like internal discord.
That does.
Half of them defected to Fargus and established House Galatea, which was granted the noble title of Count. Much of its territory consists of a frigid wasteland where a severe famine occurred in the early 1170s. Okay, I got it. Lost several generations. Yeah, okay.
And that's still been plaguing House Galatea.
Yeah. I was just wondering when they split. Because they've been given the title and everything. Well, basically, what I'm saying is...
Could it be related?
The Galateas don't seem, to me at least, they don't seem like a recent house.
No, they seem like a pretty...
Like, they don't say, like, oh, Galatea, which was just formed. They're treated as, like, one of the guys.
Yeah, Ingrid doesn't exactly go like, oh yeah, Judith's my cousin.
Yeah, it's not like that.
Judith's my aunt. Like, I actually know her. My dad's her brother. Like,
we've been to so many like family gatherings together.
it's like she says, oh, she's related to me distantly, but
Yeah.
like not she's my direct family.
Severe famine occurred in the early 1170s. That sucks.
That does suck.
That's less than a decade ago then.
Oh yeah, true. Wow.
They were oh my god, in her lifetime,
that happened
in
in her
Ingrid's own lifetime.
Damn, Ingrid, you all right there?
Severe famine, like jeez. We should try and put a pin in that,
Yeah.
and see if she ever references it again, right?
Yeah.
Because I
Guess
feel
Ingrid's
like
on the team because that's an important thing.
I feel like that would be something interesting to note.
Also, Ingrid can go on the team because she's
she's she's Fargus lady.
yeah, she's Fargus lady. She's Fargus incarnate.
House Rowe, a noble house that once held territory in the Northern Empire. When the fortress city of Arian Road was constructed within its domain, it revolted against the Empire and pledged the entirety of its territory, including Arian Road, to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. For this contribution, it was awarded the noble title of Count. Okay, so it's a county.
Yeah.
The Rowe County. Also, it's not just Arian Road. 3 hopes. It says territory when the fortress city was constructed within its domain. It pledged the entirety of its territory, including Arian Road, meaning that there is a territory around Arian Road that it owns.
Yeah.
It is not just fucking Arian Road.
They own Arian Road and nothing else.
Literally
guys.
nothing else.
Intriguing.
House Clyman. This house originally held no more than a lordship over a single castle in the west of the kingdom, but it was awarded the noble title of Viscount for its great success in the subjugation of the Dusker region in 1176. Afterwards, it was granted the Dusker region as its feudal estate. Interesting. I'm especially interesting that we don't learn anything about the Clymans.
Yeah.
I feel like they should be very important to Dedoo's story.
Absolutely.
So we'll have to take a look at that. But I think that's finally all the reading done, and it only took half the stream.
All the reading done, but this is OGS.
I mean, reading is in being stuck in that goddamn library.
Yeah, let's
We've been in there for 2 hours.
let's actually get on with gameplay. The first bit of gameplay
Yeah,
since the first thing in the game.
Flowers, yes.
Sure.
Much appreciated.
Of course we need to buy flowers for Ferdinand.
That was just sad. That made me sad.
Every time you buy flowers for Ferdinand, it's like digitally putting flowers on his grave. Can we strike that one from the record?
I know. I don't want to remember that one, man.
Let's
Also-
that was my bad.
Also, everyone look at the little ghost kind of it's like one of those little spirit ball things.
What?
Spirit orb shaped island below Enbar. You see that one, guys?
Oh, that's a stagger.
Yeah. Notice how it doesn't exist anymore.
Oh god, does it not?
No, it doesn't. That's
They
fake.
retconned
They
it.
retconned the island.
But Bridget is over there on the left. Like
The
it says
island
it's
is gone.
You see those parts? So Bridget, we know it's one island. So those little pokey out bits just on the edges of the map.
Yeah.
Those are the edges of Dagda. That's where Dagda was supposed to
You
be.
know it's one island. Sorry, what? Do you know the meaning of the word archipelago?
No.
Are you just trying to cover your ass, or you dead ass?
I'm dead ass. What does archipelago mean?
Archipelago means a bunch of islands.
Oh, okay.
That's literally the meaning of archipelago. You're like, we know it's just one island. We know it's literally just not one island. But I see what you mean. Presumably, considering its placement...
Please don't kick me from the channel.
What? Presumably, it's not. It's. I'd presume, given Brigid placement, given the placement of the like word, you know, given the placement of the name, I'd say that those all could be Brigid. But we know that again, it's further on from that, and it stretches to the north and south of Fodlan, which, if it's further south than that, it does not stretch to the north of Fodlan.
Mm.
And again, look at where
It probably doesn't go past Albania.
look at the Adrestian Empire thing. Look at the Adrestian Empire thing, and then look at the Brigid thing, and let's think for a second. Between Dagda and Fodlan, and that would be down at the bottom left, right, not the bottom right. Because again, you have to remember, it shares land with Morphis, which is that pokey out bit on the bottom right.
Why is Leicester so yellow?
What are you talking about?
I mean, look at the map.
There's a very slight green hint to some of the places here. I don't know why you're concerned about Leicester's yellowitude.
Yeah, I'm probably just
Like,
out of my
I'm just
mind.
saying, count Rose area and the Ire area kind of bit. All of that seems to be a bit green, but then Ox down there.
It just feels weird. It's like, why aren't the more fertile bits green?
Isn't Morphis supposed to be like a desert place anyway?
I guess.
It looks green to me down at the bottom right there.
So deserts are being interpreted as green, and more fertile land is being interpreted as pale yellow.
I was more going to, because I think the west of Fargus is more fertile than the north of Fargus, right? I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's just
right.
random green hue.
Okay.
Because, look, even the top of Stranghope that up there has a bit of green on it. I think it's just random hewing. Like, I don't think it really means... And look, Brigid's brown.
Hey, you forgot to read that.
Oh, formerly a promising young mercenary, you are now the newest professor at the prestigious Officers Academy. Students and faculty alike look on you with curiosity as you engage in a mock battle between the school's 3 classes.
What?
What? What I thought, but I read it. Boom. You wanted me to read it. What the fuck?
Sorry, that wasn't as funny as I was.
Rivalry of the
Right.
houses.
It's finally time for the mock battle. This is my chance to measure your worth as an instructor. Do you think you can rise to the challenge?
I mean,
Easily.
not exactly subtle, but yeah, she's still measuring you up.
Yep. Being very dead
And-
ass with it, like.
I mean, yeah, she's not like necessarily accepting you as the position that you've been given. But there's also the secondary
So confident.
motion of
This will be interesting.
wanting Byleth for her army, kinda.
Yeah.
I imagine, considering the state at which her plans are, like, she would be scouting any last guys that she could.
Yeah.
Because
Each of us has undergone
less
strict
than a
training.
year,
We're prepared for anything
she's
that
going to
comes
be
our way.
doing the whole let's steal some Creststones
She just
plan.
looked directly at us. It's really creepy when they do that, I'd just say.
That means there's no need to hold back. Show us what you're capable of.
Ugh.
Hey there.
Stop
Did we
corpsing,
miss
you're
our
looking at the
invite to
camera.
this strategy meeting? No worries. We'll just join in now.
Simply tell me your weaknesses and you're welcome to stay. But is there enough time to cover them all?
So you can't win unless you know my weakness. Poor princess. You really should believe in yourself more.
Solid cross counter from
That was a
Claude.
good cross
I
counter.
spare no effort when pursuing victory. As a master of schemes,
They're on
you
this
would
shit again.
understand.
I'm sorry,
They're
I
having a verbal tete-a-tete.
tete-a-tete, you mean?
Tete-a-tete.
Tete-a-tete. As a master of schemes, sorry, I just can't get over whenever they call Claude a master of schemes.
Master of schemes.
And he hasn't done anything yet.
Schemes? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about. I plan to fight fair and square as ever.
I think he likes scheming, bro.
Hearing the words fair and square from Claude can only be a bad omen.
Yeah, so he's not naive, is
Yeah.
the
You
thing.
already have me figured out, don't you?
Like, that's the thing. Like, he's commonly thought of as naive for some reason, especially in the fandom, I think.
Yeah, I think. Why is Dimitri kind of twitching though?
Because his, it's because his, oh, it's because his, I'm
Novel?
trying to say it, but it's
Animation?
like, yeah, the animation.
It's not looping properly.
I think it's not looping, Claude.
It's really creeping me out the way he's
Oh,
just
wait, did
kinda...
it stop?
Oh,
Okay, it's not because of the animation. Let's just move swiftly along before anything else weird happens.
No need to
This is a
postpone.
legit copy, by
I
the
will
way.
fight
We
with
didn't
honor.
use, we didn't find some,
I will fight to win.
we didn't find it at a garage sale. It was just on a blank switch with like a switch disc with like permanent marker 3H on it.
you're telling me they're all gonna turn to the camera with bloody eyes and be like, oh.
And the same is true of us. Right,
Okay,
Professor?
so they had a little bit of banter, bit of exchange.
I don't
Yeah.
intend to lose.
I don't intend to lose. I just
If that
want
is how
kind
you
of
feel,
rent.
then I will not hold back.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the
a
students
little
have become
condescending, don't you
fast
think?
friends.
Yeah,
How precious.
how precious.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Ah, how time flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
Faculty strategy meeting.
Faculty strategy meeting?
Just the way he's like, oh, it's time for the faculty strategy meeting. And I kind of glossed over that, and I always do, but just randomly thinking about it now, this is supposed to be a sort of like pseudo-exam, like assessment kind of thing, right? Of seeing where they're at, basically. And I know that usually the like professors. I know, is that in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Oh, usually the professors don't take part. They absolutely do take
They
part.
do
in
take
this
part
one.
in this one. They usually take part in Battle of the Eagle and Lion, as well. But because Manuel gets stabbed, she opts out, and then Hanneman's like, "Yeah, I won't either."
She does in solidarity, and then you don't.
and
'cause
then you just
are
go,
an arse.
"No."
You don't because you have to have the Lord be playable.
Yeah,
in every flipping map.
You know what? I think the only just and honourable thing to do is to sit your character right at the back and not do anything, just to be like, honourable about it. But I find it funny because this is basically an assessment thing. Why are they like, oh, we need a strategy meeting, guys? Over what? Like, seeing how the students will do?
Oh well, they're discussing. Well, they'll be discussing things like
Professor?
where each of them are going to be placed, what weapons and skills and things, how much help they should be giving the students.
Okay, fair enough.
When to say you back off. It's you're done in this fight because of course it's you.
How much-
it's like Quasar.
yeah.
Like when you're doing laser tag with someone, like no one dies. Like at some point you're just told, okay, you're
Unless you
dead
do laser
now,
tag,
piss off.
unless you do laser tag and you put bombs on it.
What?
Actually, what the fuck would be the point? Just
Just use normal guns
use
at that
guns
point.
at that point. Damn.
Put bombs on your Quasar laser tag. I don't get it.
We gotta bring Petra. Because Brigid is close to Dagda.
Oh, have we got any adjutants? Yeah, we've got 3.
Yeah.
Who's getting left out?
Oof. Who's got supports? Well, they basically all have supports with each other because they're in the same class. So let's just have it be Casp. Actually, who can go with Brigid Girl? Linhart has a lot.
Linhart, Caspar, Bernadetta, Dorothea. Everyone, literally everyone else here.
I wonder what Linhart's one is with her. Actually, I think that could be interesting. So let's put Linhart, and then we can have
Who? Oh, Linhart.
Caspar, and then we can have
I got confused there for a second.
Dorothea. I guess I don't know.
Bernadetta can sit this one out like she wants to.
Yeah, there you go. I'm being nice once. Hey.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
What?
Bernadetta.
Oh, yes, same voice
The
actress.
mock battle is finally here. Will you lead us to victory?
Maybe.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
So listen well if you want
Stay
to win.
focused.
Proceeds to tell me how
Ferdinand von Eyck.
no one's gonna die.
I will get the victory.
Don't you get a tutorial the first time?
Oh, do you?
I don't know, because this is NG Plus, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but I think I got tutorial stuff before.
I
anyway,
will
so-
prevail.
They must know our power.
None of your
No
tactics
more
are
mistakes.
required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Me? But I'm not ready. Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
That's a weird way of putting it.
Can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to
I
me.
mean, there you have it, don't you?
Yeah.
Once you finish preparing,
He told
make
the
your move.
archer to go into the front
Mercedes,
lines.
Keep our enemy occupied until then.
What do you mean there you have it, eh?
Huh?
What do you mean there you have it, eh?
I mean, Dimitri is, at this point, not very good at strategy.
Yeah, he's
I'm on it.
really bad.
He's an exceptional single combatant.
He's a crap commander.
He's a crap commander. Right now, at least.
I'll speed it along so that we're not constantly watching this.
You could just switch off the anims.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Probably should do that, shouldn't I? Fast. Ooh. And let's get Petra some experience, huh? Damn.
So strong. Have to do better
You're
next time.
great. Sorry.
The funny thing is, by doing this, you know, I've always thought this was a tricky map, but it's only because they come and attack you.
Damn, bro, Balkanizing on the first day.
What I mean is like, it feels very scripted in hindsight. This whole thing is very scripted because you're gonna move your guys forwards. That means
Come on, Hubert.
these guys fall on your swords essentially.
Yeah.
And score you the first easy wins. Did you not bring a healer?
No.
That's bold.
I am bold.
Bold as brass.
I'm bold as brass.
I must get stronger.
Wait, she kind of did it in that line.
I must get stronger.
I must get stronger.
I must get stronger.
She's speaking in iambic.
I've lost? Oh, unthinkable.
Oh.
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all. Let's use the forest to set up an ambush. I'm counting on your support, everyone.
Now that is a much more valid strategy.
Yeah.
He's hiding in the
They're
bushes
waiting
waiting
in
for
the
you to come
forest.
to him.
We do well to take a detour.
Especially since he's behind destructible things,
Yep.
which means he can block you off and just pepper you with arrows until you are
I've
dead.
lost. The new professor is quite a commander.
I am greater now.
Now that is a very Myrmidon level. What?
Did you not see
I
violence
didn't see
animation?
Violet's weird, like, whee! The whole Yeah.
Swoosh.
the random
Like he's thinking about when he's gonna go up his next half pipe and do a cry stare.
what?
Are you really gonna fight two houses at once? An impressive display of confidence.
We're not anywhere near you.
Yeah, we're not near you.
Let's forge ahead.
We're I'm confused. We're doing exactly as Gerald told us to.
Mhm.
He said take a detour, in other words, fight the other house first, because clearly they're trying something sneaky. Unless they expected me to go back and around underneath? I have the power of Bolganon on my side.
My ancestors are smiling on me, Imperial. Can you say the same?
In what?
Oh!
What? Shit, what's happened?
Da 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 da. Let's say that.
Caution is needed.
Oh, and a crit.
Apologies, Your Highness. I can go no further.
Just like that.
So this
I'm a healer.
whether or not you play this, whether or not you play this on classic or casual, this is always on casual. This map.
Yep. I'm the healer.
I'm the healer.
I only just realised that, like as I was doing that turn. Ow. Or Hubert. Hubbert's gone.
Oh,
Rendered useless. Lady Edelgard, forgive me.
There goes Hubbard.
rip Hubbard.
Lost in the lost in my unstoppable unstoppable march towards getting the characters I'm using permanently experienced.
No. This is as far as I can go.
Always getting strong.
Okay, I need to soften him up. Remember to soften up your Dimitris, everyone.
You're a tough opponent, but I refuse to yield. Do not fool yourself into believing I will hold back.
First
Explode
you gotta batter your Dimitris. Then you have to roast them on a low flame or something.
That's when you cut them.
I am greater now.
Marginally.
If only my research had such result.
My training was insufficient. I am so sorry, everyone. The rest is up to you.
The rest is up to you. Hanneman's there.
Okay, when I say it's largely scripted, I mean the start of it's largely scripted.
Oh yeah.
And you're given a little direction by Geralt as to some...
Yeah, I feel like
reasonable
Geralt
actions.
is implying that you should go towards him. In a weird sense. Because I think they were expecting I was going to go towards him, but I don't know why I'd go towards him when Geralt said, we should take a detour. Oh man.
Just use your sword, that'll do more damage.
Yeah.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
That was largely because I used an iron sword. Why do I have all of this random stuff in my inventory?
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must focus and then make my move.
He's still working on the making his move part.
It's not his turn. It's still your turn.
No, I mean, he doesn't move.
Oh.
He said, I'll make my move, but he doesn't move in this map, so what is he talking about? Like, he's going to be focusing for a while. Oh, that could be
A smash.
awesome crit. It wasn't. I don't like Edelgard, she disappoints me.
Ooh, it was a hand axe. Oh, that could be bad.
Ow.
To be left behind. Unacceptable.
That doesn't enter the map, does
It does!
it? Shit.
Well, what do you know? Ah.
Are they force deployed?
That makes it that puts an actual interesting that just answered an interesting question. You can fail the mock battle and it doesn't say anything to you. The reward for winning the mock battle is mandatory. They're gonna be like, oh, you did well and you beat us in the mock battle. Yeah, no shit. If I didn't beat you, you'd fucking lose me the game.
That I honestly thought that you didn't have to clear this map.
I'm very happy that happened. I'm actually very happy that
Battle is
happened.
finally here. Will you
I'm actually very pleased that happened because I never knew that is what happens.
Stay focused.
So remember, kids, even though they say they're giving you a prize, they'd actually kill you if you didn't get the prize. The real prize is not dying. Anyway, now to use my Super Fire Emblem brain to easily win this map.
I am
I will
Ferdinand von
prevail.
Iron.
As you wish.
I will get the victory.
None of yours shall.
That was different.
Can you move to the front lines?
Was it?
Oh no,
To
it's
lure the
not.
enemy this
My
way.
bad. Fake.
What?
Fake comps. Sorry, it's just this tiny horse holding the Guinness World Record of being 52.6 centimeters tall. Shortest living male horse.
You were left behind. It's quite unacceptable.
I'm not.
I'm not setting a very good example. That's what everyone said when they saw me lose the first map in a Fire Emblem game. But I'll tell you what, that was for science.
I've lost.
That was me 5 seconds ago, Gnats.
I am
Okay, Petra, you might be like min-maxing the might be min-maxing the whole.
So strong.
You might be min-maxing the whole I'm a Myrmidon thing a little bit too hard there.
Well done, Teach.
We'll go to Claude first this time because I want to see what does Geralt like this? Does Claude like this? Do they think
Yeah.
I'm cool for doing this?
Or are they just going to say the same thing?
Let's use the forest to set up an ambush.
If they're waiting in the forest.
We'd do well to take a detour? Yeah. That's where I'm going.
You're going straight there.
I guess they really do mean just walking around their ambush, if you will. It's a pretty weird ambush, considering you have to go up to the barricades to go, ooh.
Which means it's a little too obvious.
Yeah. In other words,
Claude also has a lot to learn.
yeah.
Well, we're surrounded. All we can do is fight back with all our might.
Claude, I don't know if that's what I'd consider surrounded, but you know what? Fine.
It isn't.
Oh, true. He has got enemies
He's got
on the
enemies
right,
on
yeah.
either side.
Yeah,
He's kind of sort of pincered right now.
oh, that's true.
Honestly, I think that line makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
That's what he means by, oh, you're going to fight both at once,
Yeah.
because you're deliberately putting yourself
in
between the two.
yeah.
It seems I've exhausted this topic.
That's AGS for you.
This
We'll just go in the forest and jump him. I thought for a second Ferdinand wordlessly dodged it and like animationlessly dodged it. Is it just me? The Claude's kind of powerful.
This can't be right.
I like how, so that they, because this is a very different Fire Emblem game in the sense that you get all of your characters at the start.
Mhm.
Like, usually there's other characters that can replace, that fill the same classes, fill the same niches. And they're not just there for in case the character dies, they're in case the character gets stat screwed. So let's say Brom,
Yeah.
let's say you've got Brom.
You know that was a joke, right? Jeez, not so much as a smile.
So say Brom gets
I
FA experience points.
I'm definitely cooked in terms of the
I'm not saying
environmentally friendly thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But say Brom gets sweet FA on boosts on his levels,
I guess I'll just
and
have to
he's just
settle
not
for
performing
cheering the
anymore, and
others.
you have to bench him. Well, and now you're thinking, Gee, damn, what do I do, man? I haven't got a knight anymore. Well, let me introduce you to Taraneo.
Yep.
He can,
Or Gatrie.
Or Gatrie. Gatrie and then subsequently Taraneo. They can both fill the role of knight / general. But this game isn't like that. You get all of your recruits at the start. You get 1 or 2 later on.
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? Nice.
But as for,
Does a Manuela B? Bad jokes all around.
we know there's a Manuela C.
Cascaranda?
Yeah.
Beautiful work, Professor. But the true challenge starts now.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Ooh, was that because of his personal?
Yep. Because he waited.
Yeah. Extra defense for 4 extra defense for a turn is insane at this point in the game.
Absolutely.
I can fight through anything.
Damn.
Back to the fray. Time.
You didn't even get him a chance to speak.
Gaspar said time.
Look, you got to bring up the log next time.
People like me are quick studies. Time to set my aims even higher.
Thank you.
People like me are quick studies, and I swear Dorothea says I'm a quick study. Did he just shoo? Just shoo? Mercedes?
I think I'm improving.
Okay.
Oh no. This is as far as I can go.
Oh no.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Oh no, this is as far as I can go.
Jeez.
I've mastered this art.
Oh. I thought we'd get some Edelgard Dimitri.
Well, now we will.
Conversazione.
Dimitri, it's time. We can finally settle the question of who's stronger.
Very well. I accept your challenge. With you as my opponent, I won't hold anything back.
I would expect no less.
They have a bit of a strong rivalry, don't they?
That won't do it all.
Oh yeah, but as I was saying, so in order to combat the fact that
War feeds my body
you
and
can
mind.
get stat screwed,
My training
you can't
was
get
insufficient.
stat screwed because
I can fight
Byleth
through
and
anything.
all of the student characters and Cyril all get a minimum of 2 points of stuff on level. They can never get 1 or lower. So because of that, they'll always get something. It's confirmed they'll get
I
something.
am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Now that could be a lovely dose of...
Back to the fray.
That could be a lovely dose of charisma and magic for your general, but, you know.
Such power dwells within.
And also the growth rates are crazy. Right, time to beat the stuffing out of this old man.
You could say murder this old man.
My goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is, well, I was as good as useless.
This is a line, that's a surprise tool that's going to help us later.
What? Hanneman having no actual battle experience?
Yeah.
Disappointing, but I will not misplace my heart.
Yeah, so even though she,
Alright,
by
that's
rights,
that.
you know, maybe
Winner.
by rights
This
should have
mock
got nothing
battle
there,
is-
she got 1 HP and 1 speed.
The Black Eagle House.
Yay,
Even
we're the
though it was
winners.
just a mock battle, we defeated both houses masterfully. Take pride in this victory, everyone.
Yay! Woohoo! 13 turns. Dun 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 dun.
I thought 13 Sentinels.
Can't tell if that's classy or not, but it's vanillaware.
Pretty classy.
Excellent work today, Professor.
I mean, it's sure
Though
as
our
hell
victory
classier than
should
Kingdom
come as
Hearts.
no surprise.
No, Kingdom Hearts is pretty classical. And the reason I'm saying it's classical is because if you like,
Saying it's very tropey.
no, I'm saying like by the year 2090, there'll only be like 7 games.
Shit.
Crikey! Like 2090 will be on Kingdom Hearts 5. Like, it was easy.
Yes, it was. Further proof that you're
You
well
didn't notice
qualified
the
to guide Black
me
Eagles.
losing that one time, but oh yeah. Also, furthermore, because I never said it, I also didn't get to Divine Pulse at all. I actually weirdly thought it would like still let me Divine Pulse specifically if
You
I
asked me,
died.
you should be able. You should just like it should just follow on. Then again, this opening's all about
Yeah, it's
like you'd
oh,
have
we
to have
win.
you'd have to be a secondary one where it's like, oh, we didn't win, but we fought so well.
Yeah.
I mean, impressive. We gained a victory because of your great leadership.
We certainly did. We all tried our best, of course, but we couldn't have won without you.
I was curious what it would look like if you did not hold back, and you did not disappoint.
I dare say we owe our victory to Lady Edelgard.
How so? For that battle, she was only a soldier following our professor's command. Sure, she was an incredibly powerful soldier.
Don't worry about it too much, Linhardt. All that matters is that we won.
Stop disturbing the Edelgard Glazer.
Yeah.
The terminal Edelgard.
Terminal
Glazer.
Edelgard Glazer. I think Edelgard was the reason we won.
It is important to get those kinds of lines from him early because you know he really does have undying loyalty towards Edelgard.
Yeah.
And
I'm all done with being on the battlefield,
Wait,
okay?
um,
I'd rather stay
Panetta,
and pursue victory out
you
there.
were the
weren't
one
on
person
the-
who was not on the battlefield today.
You were all as ridiculous as always. We only managed to win because we worked together.
And she's back to looking at the camera.
Was it something I said? Is it so odd, me talking about togetherness? If so, that perception must change. In fact, I'm canceling the festivities so we can discuss this topic further. I'm kidding, of course. Come on, everyone. We've earned this celebration.
that is it's weird because that seems very tell don't show. You know what I mean? It's odd for her to be talking about togetherness.
Yeah.
Like honestly, we should have just seen more scenes of her not taking that kind of thing into account.
I actually find this rather weird because Edelgard spends most of the game talking about togetherness and talking about friendship and stuff, and rarely ever, you know, acts kind of anal over like, oh, I'm cancelling the festivities, we need to talk about this. Because that's very much kind of the vibe I'm getting here of her going like, oh, I'm cancelling the festivities so we can discuss this further, and then, like, you know, a kind of, oh, she usually does this.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, I'm kidding, you know, I'm joking kind of thing.
What if they changed, like, perception to impression?
Yeah.
And, like,
yeah.
just early on, she's been a little bit, like, tetchy. So then, when it comes to this, and she's like, oh, wait, you think I'm just constantly like that? No, I'm chill.
Yeah,
the Empire's pretty chill.
I think Edelgard honestly does talk a lot about that sort of thing. Like, definitely more than, like, Claude.
Yeah.
Claude kind of just goes, yo, we're chill, and then does his whole scheme thing.
Schemes.
Like, Edelgard's very in everyone's face. She'll be like, oh, I'm friends with you. We're friends. Yay, togetherness.
Your
Woohoo.
work with the students was remarkable.
And then behind
I can
closed
see
doors,
Gerald
she'll lie
trained you
and
well.
do all that.
Yeah.
I do hope you were able to use the
God
occasion
forbid
to
a girl
bond
has
with the
hobbies,
students.
eh?
What? I did, yeah.
I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still. I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Sorry, I got confused and I thought she said glow closer.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of
The real
and
fight.
Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon.
So they don't have an end of year exam fight either.
You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you
Instead
of
of
your
taking that
mission
hard
for the
ball
month
on.
ahead.
You better not humiliate us.
Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
My mission?
Those affiliated with Garreg-Mach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special
That
within
is-
your heart. I have
What?
high hopes for you.
Well, that thing he just said, then that's like, I think that's enough to be rude, even with him being of a higher authority.
Yep.
Like, what's stopping you from writing it down or something? He just immediately assumes you're a dumbass.
Yeah, Seth is very much supposed to be overly
like a sitcom arch nemesis.
Yeah, he's overly like antagonistic towards you.
Yeah.
He's not just like normal amounts, and I can kind of get that because again, he's a bit of a paranoid guy.
Yeah, and especially since Rhea is not acting paranoid, and he's like, oh my god, why aren't you acting paranoid toward this obviously sus dude? So he's like just doubling up on it.
So this, are you picking up what I'm putting down? And by that I mean, we know that from our perspective, the right is where their office is, and the left doesn't have a door. They just walked up into the corner.
Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct? Have you no words for me?
Mouth agape right there.
Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
Right.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible.
Why is there a smoke effect around? Why is there like a dark smoke effect around the screen, and also like a smoke thing going on around Costas's legs? Like someone put a smoke machine on, kind of thing. Like, look. What?
No one said anything about the Knights of Damned Saros being on our trail.
You have proven
Bro wanted to drop an F-bomb there so badly.
by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Those eyes are actually kind of spooky. The profile's amazing as well.
Yeah.
And the voice is Edelgard's.
And the voice is Edelgard's.
I just mean, like, you wouldn't... Even if you hadn't picked Silver Snow...
Yeah.
Listen to that.
I mean, yeah.
I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback.
Like, bro, it's
You
so
have
obviously
proven yourself
Edelgard.
worthless, distracted by something so trivial.
It's because of her cadence more so than anything else. Like, she speaks in a very specific way. And I guess it doesn't help that we keep making fun of it. I guess we keep doing the, she's speaking in iambic. But I was actually just going to mention, I'll get back to this on... I'll get back to this once the scene's concluded, but if this is actually the case that... if this is actually the case that Edelgard... If this is the case that Edelgard doesn't know about the thing yet, that must be the weirdest experience for her. If we have a scene later where we tell Edelgard, oh, by the way, we're going and rounding up some bandits in the Red Canyon and killing them, that's gonna make her sweat, surely. Of just like, wait a minute. Like, the what bandits? Like, Costas's bandits, you know, the guy who tried to kill you? Just kind of like, I was just there in my Flame Emperor fit, and now they're telling me to go back there and kill him. Kind of, uh-oh. Like, I don't know. I feel like shouldn't like Edelgard be a bit suspicious that Rhea knows something's up there?
Well, maybe she does think it, but then she does like she would have to be paranoid to think that. It's ultimately a coincidence.
It is ultimately a coincidence. I just think it's funny because she actually says she kind of at the end of this scene, I'm pretty sure she says a kind of, well, I have no more use for you, so the knights will dispose of you, and then immediately Rhea tells her to go and dispose of him. It's just a bit like, whoa, was there a hidden camera or something?
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Now we must locate your replacements. Proceeds to never do that.
Part 1.
Guess finding bandits nowadays is just kind of hard.
What about Mia Toady?
He's an imperial like general.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's like post reveal.
In honor of the saints
I thought he was like a
births or deaths took place on
bandit.
this
No, that's post reveal.
The people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
But like, yeah, she never tries to assassinate Claude or Dimitri again, funnily enough. She kind of goes cold turkey on that idea of, I don't want to try that anymore.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission, and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
The last time we fought bandits, you saved me. Maybe I can return the favor this time.
Don't get careless.
The Knights are well aware of our enemy's strength. We can count on them to keep the battlefield under control.
I think we can assume that the Knights being there is partially responsible for the fact that your characters don't die at this point. Like, they are still out of your army permanently.
It seems unlikely
but,
that we would lose. Still, let's do all we can to prepare.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats.
Those brats.
It'll be
Yeah, he
tougher to
does.
sleep at
He
night
does
if you let one
like
of your
consistently.
little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well.
He does consistently use brats.
Yeah.
Like he said, noble brats
I wish I
earlier.
could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out.
That
what
probably wasn't great for, you know. I don't think. Does Rhea know how little that Geralt trusts her? Because if she does, that was a weird move.
Yeah.
Like, it's be like, no, you can't protect your son.
Yeah, actually, I
Like,
really...
like, what? Like,
I don't really know why she'd do that in the first place.
well, because he's not assigned to the group that's...
I guess so, but again, she's a very family-oriented woman. That's like a big thing with her, so I don't know why she'd be like, no.
And Geralt is still, like, kind of sore to her son-in-law.
Yeah.
I don't mind you settling into your life here, but Don't let your guard down. Ever.
Like, one of the big things why...
It's so funny that this screams of foreshadowing. But ultimately, Gerald's just flat out wrong.
Yeah,
and he comes to understand it later. Like, he's the one who understands that, no, actually, everything's chill here.
Yeah. Oops, my wife died.
And I think we can...
I lost all my data.
When he flips... That we're gonna have an exact date between, like, a range of days.
Thank you.
There's gonna be a range of days for which we can say it happened here.
Yeah.
Because at one point, he's going to be against the church, and then he's going to be pro-church afterwards. And that is going to be, the exact moment is going to be of when Rhea took her into her office and said, look, let me give you the full rundown of what happened. Let me tell you exactly what happened.
Give me that extra strength, goddamn.
Your wife, you know, she had the baby.
She had the baby.
She had the baby. Your son, Byleth.
The new path.
Byleth was not.
That was one
breathing.
stillborn baby.
His heart was not beating. And she says to me, take the crest of flames out of my chest and put it in my child so that he'll live. And so I did. It was her wishes.
I was just doing what she told me.
I was just doing what she told me. I think that must have been like one of the harder things that Rhea's had to do in her life.
Yeah, probably.
Like when your essentially daughter, like says, "Can you
I need
just
you
like
to ice me."
Real quick impromptu heart transplant to so I can so my child will live in my place.
Damn. Why do I have this brawling thing? I don't know why I'm just messing around in here. Give me.
I still think it's insane that you've never met, like, Leone.
Yeah.
Like, how has Byleth not met Leone? Was he, like, busy while Geralt met her? Because we know that Byleth's older than her.
Yeah.
So if she was old enough to be training, he sure as hell was. He was probably an active mercenary at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, give me my smash, my healing foot. What the?
That's an insane skill for a tank.
Should just be called lock in.
I'm just saying, imagine that's on a tank. It's
percentage
based.
That's game over.
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Geralt is?
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
I have a request.
Absolutely.
Real battle this month, huh? I hear even the Knights of Seros are involved. I never taught you much about tactics. There's a primer on it in my room. Give it a read.
Professor, it's not.
Do I not
I guess
have? I can recruit it already.
It's not. I guess if.
Well, get on in here,
I
Leone.
hope we get a chance to practice together when you find the time. I know I'm in a different class, but you're the only other person here who's learned from Captain Gerald.
Oh. Huh? I swear that said he's really interested in joining the class. No, I'm just misreading things.
I hear you've been tasked with hunting
It might
down
be the
bandits,
case
right?
that it says that for when
my
you've got.
class is stuck with a downright peaceful mission.
Like nearly enough.
Yeah, like you've satisfied one of the requirements or something.
Sounds like you'll be fighting alongside the knights too. Don't let the monastery down, Teach.
But wait, hang on. I need to check my my ability. God dang, she wants more than A. Guess it must be a strength
It's
thing.
the strength stat then. I'm guessing that you
Your
need
performance
15
in
or
the mock
more.
battle was exceptional, Professor.
Oh shit.
You have inspired me to follow your
What?
example
Lysander.
and study even more diligently. Perhaps we could train together sometime.
The same color.
Huh?
His hair and his skin are the same color.
Oh yeah, that's really weird.
Go to the trade. He's from Saramis.
Wow. A man who cannot read, right there.
That's not necessarily what that means.
Yeah, true.
Oh, that's why nothing was happening.
He's a man who can read. He just can't. He just doesn't write. I still subscribe to the idea that I'm clinging on to the hope that it's going to be Spartan-like.
Mm.
I don't think I should have let Cold Feet rope me into that, because I'm just gonna get disappointed, aren't I? Like I'm gonna.
I mean, if you look at his armor.
Yeah, no, actually,
I
yeah.
see some Spartan.
No,
like,
stop putting the
influence.
hope. Stop putting the hope in my head. I'm being like, hang on.
Maybe
could it be Baller? And then like it's gonna be like, nah, we can't read, we can't write, we can't do anything.
I'll be glad if it's like a.
I'll be glad if it's a 5.
The next assignment is to drive out bandits? Sounds like
I'm
training is in order.
All I'm saying is, real question: do people think Engage is a 5?
Well, it's got a trash story, so like it's gonna like massively tank its score anyway.
Like, so I don't know.
Tell me something, Professor.
I think a 5 would be pretty reasonable.
Literally, 15 strength.
Strength or skill?
Why did you push your phone into my face so hard there? You scared me. Ah. Oh, it's yeah, swang.
I knew it. When it's all said and done, muscle always comes out on top. Good to see you, Professor. Did you
For
need
him,
something
you
from me? I was
need.
just on my way to train.
You're not gonna get it.
Why?
20 strength.
Hi
Damn.
there, Professor. You here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
Professor, and now that you're all the way over here, Professor, care to join me in some training? After training, I love tending to the horses or burying myself in a good pile of books. There's truly nothing better.
I love how Caspar literally does just find Dorothea's cloth. Like that, it just that's such a weird thing. We'll see it when we go and find Dorothea, but like I find it so funny that like one of the things that is just a random bit of consistent world building here is just the fact that he finds Dorothea's cloth.
How is that a consistent bit of world building?
No, I just mean like monastery world building, like monastery level. Like, I think that's something that gets me to like the monastery as a concept of.
Oh, stuff happening at the.
I thought that was a cross back there, and I got flashbacks to just. Oh, is that Jesus?
Hey, Mr. Eisner. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Jesus.
Jesus who?
Why have you got a cross? Oh, that's not a cross. Oh, sorry, I thought that was a cross.
God damn it, Scrabble Barfleck.
Oh god, Scrobbler just made an appearance in.
Yeah, he made an appearance in another thing. You were already concerned that he was going to turn into a recurring character.
He's a mascot. We should.
I don't think we can get away.
Take the cube out and put a flipping Scrobbler.
I don't think we can get away with being like, yo, Tyrion Cuthbert devs, can we like yoink your Scrobbler real quick so we can put him on our shit.
So let me give you some
yeah, so every support you get reduces the stat required, the skill required by
I really like this thing with Felix because it's such 20% down. Such a hard like thing to say, especially about Fred. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he goes really hard on that thing.
Chew you up and spit you out.
The thing is, I think something that Felix learns from. I actually think that part of his a big part of his character development is
It's better if you do not approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
I think a big part of his character development is growing out of like his extreme reactions to certain things.
Yeah.
Because he's not considering other perspectives.
I fully accept the necessity.
Like,
of
I
real battle
agree.
from time
Like,
to
it's weird because
time.
I
Yeah.
agree with his
But it is
perspective
still
on
a
the whole
surprise
Glenn
to be
thing.
On the whole Glenn thing, yeah.
And
but
like, I totally understand why.
it's kind of that
he
so
starts aggressive towards the concept.
He starts losing that childish kind of over exaggeration of his like, no, I hate anything to do with honor, and anyone who likes honor is a poopy head.
Yeah.
And he's more like, okay, I don't like the whole honor system, but people who are brought up in that, I can't just shake my fists at them for being brought up that way. Like,
yeah, and moreover, the he starts doing right by, you know, he starts trying his best to, you know, make a positive change in Fargus, in his own way.
It is a rather different sort of.
Even though he doesn't, you know, he
makes me
never
wonder what the
again comes to
Archbishop
subscribe
is
to the
planning.
honor thing.
Hubert's already, you know, planting that idea of, ooh.
Yeah, that's
Rare
really
sucks.
good. That's really good from him.
For some students, this will be their first time stepping onto a real battlefield. It's important that
Because
they're
that
mentally prepared. As for
that
me,
could be anything as good. Like, that doesn't sound sus
is
to
there
him,
anything else you wish to
but it
ask
was
me about
anything.
regarding spending your time
If
at
it
the monastery
affects by
or
in any
battles?
way, shape, or form, that's a bonus.
Yeah.
Because well, let's say he even just hesitates.
Yep.
It's thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the Academy. He is the very model of chivalry. Someday, I'm going to be just like him.
Are those books just being held up by their own weight?
What do you mean?
There's no, like, stopper anywhere.
Why would you need them? They're just being held up. They're quite thick books, and
just
they
mean,
have
like, if they tip,
no
they're tipping.
internal texture. I can see ashness through them. That's strange. Just going to ignore that.
This version of Ash, the real Ash, also has a weird problem of referring him consistently as his adoptive father.
Yeah. My adoptive father. When I feel like he should kind of... Putting adoptive father is all well and good, being, like, literal with it, but there's a... You know, there kind of is a big convention of not putting that adoptive part of, like, kind of just saying they're my father, you know, to imply that you either greatly respect them or you're very close with them. You just take away the adoptive part and say, yeah, they're my dad.
Hello there. Are you that new professor everyone's talking about? Name's Anna. I'm a merchant who slings wares all across Fodland and beyond.
Is that why we'll see you in Fortune's Weave?
I come in here all the time, so I'm sure our paths will cross more. Hopefully, much more.
Oh, Professor. Hello. I was just looking for my... Well, it's like a pale blue cloth. Have you seen it? Thank you so much.
I'll tell Manuela.
What is it? I'm not doing anything.
Hey, what's this cake doing out here?
Cake? Oh, come on. That's just cruel.
Why is she like that? Why was she like, yeah, that was a chill thing for him to say. I guess she likes cake, but I just violated her over that. Like, I didn't actually give her cake, right?
I guess not.
Have we met?
No.
No. Sorry.
Sorry.
You remind me of someone I know.
You know, now having remembered that she's Dagdan,
yeah,
that actually informs her preference for simple, direct dialogue.
Yeah.
Because it's not just a personal thing, it's also because it's her second language.
Yep.
Hello. If you'll excuse me.
That's generally how, you know, that's... If I run into a greenhouse and start talking to someone, that's generally how the conversation goes.
Hi. Sorry.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd get much out of people. They just kind of look at me like, okay. Let's get some scatter bone meal in here. We're playing Minecraft now. I've got my bone meal machine hooking fish. Yeah, fishing hook. Just ignore me stealing sauerkraut and trout and loaches and snails and quails and other birds. I don't know. Just trying to say things at this point.
I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food?
I want to say spicy, just because I've never heard what she thinks about that.
Spicy? Ooh, your tastes are so mature. I'll definitely remember.
What?
Your taste? Yeah, I've got
Taste
mature
mature.
tastes. Yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
You know it.
I'm an
absolutely.
adult. I like spicy food.
Yeah.
What? Since when?
I too am an adult who enjoys spicy things. That's real.
It has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
The hot. It burns.
You are wearing many things, Professor. If you are not liking the heat, you should be wearing lighter clothes.
I'd love to go up to her in a swimsuit and see if she says the same thing.
There are way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed.
Lysithia, why are you pondering this looking at the wall? Like the corner of the room?
Oh,
That's just freakish. That's freakish behaviour.
eavesdropping on me. Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
She's just staring. This corner's really interesting.
There were too many vegetables.
Hello.
Do you know about the Cardinals? They are the ones who run the church.
They're the ones who run the church.
Their identities are a closely guarded secret. Oh.
Can you move, woman? Jesus.
Come on, that looked like she saw you and got angry.
That was ridiculous.
Walks in, sees Barth, goes, ugh.
That's ridiculous. I don't know who that woman is. I haven't done anything to her.
Not gonna hear any more about Byleth being like glazed by everyone in the story. Not gonna hear that no more.
I don't see. Like, look at her. I don't know who that woman is.
She's a terminal hater.
She's a hater, bro. She's acting like my ex.
Amiibo gazebo.
I didn't want to look at. I just wanted the antitoxin even. You got some poultry by your foot there.
There are some things I'll just
excuse me, is this chicken yours?
It's a dead chicken on your foot there, Manuela. Look out.
Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go
I'm sorry,
Some knight he is.
I don't know why I was like trying to add something to the conversation, just, you know, try.
What?
I was like trying to add.
What do you mean?
I got like cold feet of like, shit, I need to say something. You know, I can't just go silent like this. so I tried to say something, but I only got out, "Aw."
But yeah, I think that's the first that we actually see of Manuela's like struggles with her love life.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town.
Oh,
Such a hassle.
jeez, that's a new level of lazy.
Professor, I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick.
She's so lazy. She's too lazy to cure her boredom.
Yeah.
You don't look busy to me.
You can tell? I suppose being a professor has taught you how to ferret out time wasters.
Haven't you got like some child slaves to order around?
Haven't you got some? Got so aggressive towards Hilda so suddenly. It's valid, but like, you know.
I mean, I think it's a pretty uncontroversial opinion to dislike child slavers.
it's just controversial to reveal that that's what Hilda is.
Fair point. Fair point.
That's a
Now
big cat. Did you see that?
No, where?
Look,
that cat.
That cat. From the other angle, it looks massive. Like from this angle, it looks massive. Is that just me?
I mean, it looks bigger.
Perspective is crazy. I think the music's just cut out.
So, greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Are you settled in here at the monastery yet? Make sure to have a good look around. There's much to see, like fish. You do know about the pond behind the dining hall, right? You can fish there. Give it a try.
It might have been because I was on the stairs.
Hmm.
So I was in between the sort of... That was why the music was dimmer. Or it was just a fairly low-key part of the track and I'm just going crazy.
Care to duel?
Bet!
What? I just wanted to spar.
Just once.
I don't know why it... I don't know why...
It feels like you're being peaked to him constantly.
I don't know why they made Yuritsa feel less like he's like a creepy dude and more like he unintentionally says creepy things and then everyone just bullies him for it.
We will accompany you on your assignment. We don't want anything to happen to our precious students. If any of you run into trouble, we'll step in and help out.
Are you sure you're not a student? You sound like younger than me.
Sounds like Casper. Maybe he's voiced by Casper.
Professor, how are you today? I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, good.
I mean, good luck, but be careful.
Yeah, good luck.
I don't need luck. This will be a piece of cake. I'll be back before you know it.
Oh, there we go.
That felt so sudden. No.
You there? What?
So...
Serious.
You can't be serious.
I need your help.
Interact with dogs or cats.
I've been sharing my food with the hungry pups and kitties, but there are a lot of them. Could you help me out?
Here, Garfield. I'm going to Garfield.
Feed the dogs and the cats.
There you go. You're already fat.
Give him some lasagna.
The animals don't care much for food imbued with magic, but fish
Food
produce and
imbued with magic?
What the? What kind of magic? Wait, where's the what? Where's the magical what? Actually, just really quickly looking at these small fish found throughout the waters of Fodlan. Yeah, okay. These fish can be eaten, but aren't particularly tasty. Can be used when you share a meal. Okay.
It can be used when you share a meal.
Can be used when you share. That's just a stark white fish that gleams in the sunlight.
Right.
A stately bearded fish from Lake. Okay, and then fish has very hard scales, signifying its origins on the Caledonian Plateau. An intense swimmer who migrates over vast distances near the coast of Albinair. Sure. A rare vegetable from Dagda. Damn, this is.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true. So remember, everyone, tomatoes. Always remember that. I should get a tomato hat and put a tomato hat on just for the I referring to the OGSQ room. I don't know why I said that where I used first person that, but anyway, put a little tomato hat for the Fortune's Weave streams.
Tomato hat. That'll be on the thumbnails.
Thumbnails, a little tomato hat.
I mean, that's gonna be like
Yeah,
that,
true.
like usual.
Fodlan onion. Staple of many dishes, sure. Simple carrot grown. Fodlan adds texture to any recipe. Fodlan turnip, tasty and earthy, sure. Cabbage of Fodlan. that's
Okay,
enjoyed
so
in
they've
modern
got
dishes.
cabbages, onions, carrots, like everything that isn't a tomato.
The tomato is a rare, unknown vegetable. Here, have a Caledonian gar.
It looks happy.
Thanks.
Thank you. Feed the dogs and cats.
Visit
I
the
actually want to...
captain's
Oh, well, actually, I may as well do that after I've talked to everyone.
Whoa, hold on a second.
What?
That quest is to visit the captain's quarters.
Yeah, Gerald's room. So,
Where is it?
Up there, second floor.
Go to it.
Okay. Why? think he was going to say Geralt's quarters or something.
No, I just. What did he say when he gave you the mission?
Go to my quarters.
There's a primary in
my
my room.
Yeah.
So he is
He's
the night captain
yeah, he's
again.
the night captain again.
Thanks for your help.
I
Jeez,
won't
he
be
is
able
the
to.
captain of the Knights of Saros now.
That makes me more fine with how she said. She said, "Hey, I won't be able to. Rhea won't allow me to go out and."
Well, yeah, because he's the night captain.
Yeah, he's the night captain.
He can't just be
Right,
sent out for that.
Run around the place.
Excellent work, guiding
There's some hair about, like, notably that's something that shocked Byleth.
Simply splendid.
There's my hair is in there. What the hell?
And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so.
Go talk to Rhea. She's up there.
Xanadu, the Red Canyon, is a place of great significance to the Church of Saros.
Dude, you should go to a window at least if you're gonna smoke.
Yeah, why? The 40 a day is catching up to you.
Even members of the church are forbidden from entering without permission. To go trampling around in there, causing trouble. Those bandits truly are morally reprehensible.
Guess there was never any tent about not smoking in the Church of Saros. So,
Thank you for paying me a visit.
yeah, just to reconfirm, no door, no door.
Yeah.
Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help you with? Believers live their lives by her sacred wisdom. Please use the library's vast resources to learn more. I can
We've
often
done
be
that.
found
We
here,
did that.
so if there is
For
ever
2 hours.
anything you need, please do not hesitate.
We did that for 2 hours at the start of the stream. So they really did just finish talking to him and then went. Stood there.
It went off camera.
Exit stage left. Just gonna teleport to the library. I'm that lazy.
You checking if there's anything else in here?
No, I was gonna talk to
I'm
Ignaz.
so glad to be a student here. If only because I get to use this library. Reading books from all the regions of Fodlan. I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself.
Well, don't trust that book about Dagda too much. Apparently it's not very
Ooh.
reliable.
What?
I'd like to. I don't have many chances to travel.
Good response for Ignaz there. I'm glad to see
That
he
was in
doesn't-
reference, of course, to the way he acts in he acted in Three Hopes.
Yeah, he started literally saying, "Ooh, ooh, wow," while reading a book. Like, who the fuck does that? Who verbalizes?
Do you do that?
Do you know anyone who does that?
No, I don't. I'm asking the viewer.
Oh.
Yes, you, right now. Do you do that?
Is that like audience interaction?
No.
Why not? They're the audience, you're interacting with them.
I guess. But interaction, to me, this sounds like it requires a two-way road. I'm just inciting a potential thought experiment.
I don't know if the thought experiment is that good if you're just saying, do you do that? It's a bit of it like, you know.
Okay, maybe it's a simple thought experiment, but it's a simple thought experiment.
It's absolute bliss.
It's just a thought experiment, Linhard.
How
Don't
do
need to
poor
go crazy
fools
over
who
it.
spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
Yeah,
Go to the log. Go to the log.
What? What is it?
I was just thinking of the modern equivalent to that line.
Yeah.
Swimming through a sea of search results, tracking down that single sought-after web page. It's absolute bliss.
Hell no. What are you talking about?
I was thinking,
Oh,
the Knights of
was it?
Saros are also known as the Shining Knights. We are the sword and shield of the divine Saros.
You're so not known by that title that not only have I never heard you referred to as that, but that shit ain't even capitalized, motherfucker. You're just lying to me.
Is
There
this
are many
guy
orders of
gonna...
knights in the world, but we are the only one that has the honor of bearing the name Saros.
I
guy gonna
swear,
what?
I just realised who this is.
As a member of the church, you should probably study up on the history of Saros and
Who?
the knights.
This is so you probably won't get this because I think we watched the Japanese dub. But, oh look, there he's with 3 baddies.
Who all really don't look like they want to be there. I know, these two look... It's just this one. This one...
Oh my god.
What the...
What kind of homework should be getting set?
Jesus.
Professor.
Wait, where was I? Wasn't I going to say something?
That guy's
one way to
voice.
start your career at the
Oh yeah,
academy.
Panicle Tafugo from Golden
I
Wind.
didn't expect they'd order us to
English
risk our
dub, that
lives
is.
here. Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it?
Damn.
Professor,
Whoa.
I didn't expect it.
Hmm?
Spreading it! Jesus! Oh my god!
We as men are not winning the are not gonna beat the man spreading allegations,
Like,
are we?
god damn! I'm surprised he's not ripping his clothes with that one. Like, that's crazy spread. I only realised when I backed out and he went, boom. Like,
Back to
closed them right up. He was...
Let's move on. This sounds weird as hell.
Okay, hang on. If anyone takes that out of context, I'll assure you there's a lot worse things you can take out of context. So just, you know, hold on and wait for those.
Yeah.
That person sure does remind me of somebody, but I can't figure out
That
who.
person. Can you be
Do you
less
need me
vague,
for something?
please?
Ooh.
Sorry, but I'm really busy right now.
Hilda, she's your slave owner.
Oof.
What? That's literally a thing.
Yeah.
She's like straight up. He was one of those kids. I'm pretty sure.
It's time for Ferdinand to tell us about the ministries.
Do you know of the Eyre
Ministries.
family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire.
Cool thing of the gate opening up, but I have to question.
It's motion detectors.
Yeah, I just have to question, why do they have that going down in the first place? Like, come on, man, no one's...
They have it Look, they have it going down so it can go up when you go up to it.
I know, it's just, it looks really weird. Like, the doors automatically opening or whatever, I'm fine with that. It looks cool visually, but that one just looks really weird, because I just think, that thing's going up and down and up and down and up and down, and all the while I'm just walking through.
The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may
So
be
the insurrection of the 7 were those
I can give you
6
a
and
moment to
then
get ready,
Arendelle.
if you would like to
I
take
guess so,
notes.
yeah. I'm ready.
All right, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household.
Not internal, it's Minister of the Imperial Household.
Finally, we have Duke Gert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
It was Gert.
And my own father,
Yeah.
Duke Eyre,
Not Gerthy.
Prime Minister.
It's not Girthy
My
enough.
bad. I mean, look how it's spelled.
It does look like Girth. I'll just call it Girth.
The Minister of Internal Affairs and the Minister of External Affairs aren't even a part of the 6 great noble houses.
Yeah. Have a lot of work to do for not great noble houses.
I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future.
I suppose that's worth saying because he's
There is nothing I cannot achieve.
because, you know, currently the Prime Minister holds much of the political power in the Empire. A cathedral.
Oh. Who's that woman?
Here's an idea. I hear the Officers' Academy of the Monastery was founded about 2 centuries ago. The eastern region of Fodlan was being invaded by Almyra, and so the Archbishop of the time took measures to
That's
prevent the border
accurate.
from
That's
being
tough.
taken.
That's accurate. What the hell?
That's some tough world building
accurate.
right there.
In order to ensure
Dude.
Fodlan would be safe from potential threats, she deemed it necessary to raise a generation of excellence.
That's a tough bit of world building. That's
The
tough, that one.
establishment was founded, though its purpose has changed over the years.
Damn, I like you, Owen. You got that. You Knight of Seros lady.
Yeah.
You have the world building factoids for us right there. That's crazy.
That was very consistent with what we read during the first half of this stream.
That sounded robotic.
What?
If I wasn't in the room with you, I think you were an AI. Like, that was the weirdest phrase. That was the weirdest sentence I've ever heard someone say. No, you're like, I'm just saying, that was, if you were on the receiving end of that, you'd find that very weird too. That was a weird noise you made.
The cathedral is
Thanks for the input. How would you say I'd improve my speech in order to sound more normal?
Oh, hell no!
Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess?
I'm constantly second guessing myself because I'm like, okay, normally people say this.
It doesn't matter which one you pick.
No, but I mean, I'm constantly thinking, well, I want to get the points, but then I look at them and I'm like, no, everyone gets the points on this. I want to know what she says here.
No, but shall we pray together while you're here?
She said, no.
No. Do you want to do it anyway?
Do it then? Ooh.
I find it interesting that despite the fact that they have pews,
they're very far back.
They're very far back, and it seems just as normal to just stand up closer to the throne and pray at the throne. Would you say then that that's the throne of the goddess?
Piety towards Seros.
That's an altar.
That's an altar.
I took
and that's
my
probably a
glasses
seat
off.
for the archbishop or something right there. That's probably Rhea's chair.
Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor?
No.
Not exactly.
I see. The truth is, I am not a particularly devoted believer either. But it would be unbecoming for a noble like me to neglect his prayers, wouldn't it?
Wow.
Interesting.
Very intriguing. I was not expecting. You see, these are the little things you can find. Like this room with a very scary, like, Seros statue up there that you only notice if you randomly come into this completely superfluous room. It's really quite random. I only just remembered that was there, and that was the only reason I went in, but, you know. And here's my, dripped out gold statues. This is where all the taxpayers' money goes, you know how it is.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the four saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indek, Saint Macuel, Saint Keyhole, and...
Saint Kathleen! Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the church, be sure to familiarize yourself
completely
with and traditions.
Just said, nah, no. We're not going there.
What? Who is your favourite?
Who's your favourite? Who's your favourite, Professor? And he's just like, anyway. Like, he was not having that conversation.
The way you've managed to position it, it almost looks like that's a window.
Yeah, that's...
The Western Church, which rules over the western parts of Fodlan. Huh? Rules over? Has lately made some strange troop movements. If you hear anything concerning, be sure to let me know.
I think he means...
Lorenz does not have bad faith, he just has not great faith. Which I suppose might be...
Oh, can you look... While you're there, can you look at, like, Cyril and the, like, for the horseback stuff?
Ah, okay. Should I do Claude as well?
Yeah, Claude and Cyril, like any Almiron.
Claude, he's not great, but not bad. Cyril, he's actually good at horses.
Oh, wow!
Are there any others? No, there aren't any others, are there? No more Almirons in the cast.
Wow, he's not even good at flying.
He's not good at flying. That's Gerald. Unless... No, he's good at flying.
Oh, he is good at flying.
He's
also good at horse. I see.
He's good at lance, axe, bow, horse, and flying, and he's bad at both forms of magic.
Yeah, I do wonder about the whole, like, I want to call it Mongolia shift.
Frigid, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
Dissidence intel.
Okay. Hello.
That is a very... Huh? You know? Dissidence intel?
Well done. You have my thanks.
So the rumours are spreading. Still, maybe he'll advise to move against fellow followers of the faith. Even so, this is good information. Was that a coded message or something? Because, like, I didn't get it. Why she said, hey, there are some people who don't like people from far off. There's some xenophobic people out there, Professor. Did you hear about that? And then I was like, okay.
I have a favor to ask.
Can you find me some students who love music? I can find you some students who love music. Choir sign-up sheet. I can also go here and have
I do think it's... I honestly don't think it should be something that... Unless you're in Black Eagles, then it's like, maybe. But I honestly don't think that Byler should even have the option. I don't think it makes sense for him to be so hyper-competent as to say... Oh, I'll ask Manuela to look.
Yeah, that is really weird that he...
Because on the one hand, it does make sense.
Yeah.
Like,
My savior,
Dorothea and Manuela would be close.
Yeah, we know they are close.
We know they are close. Like, there's...
But from
You're a lifesaver.
from a Byleth perspective, what? From a Byleth perspective, he just said, don't worry, I'll tell another professor about this.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I guess maybe because she's another female professor.
Well,
so
is it? Well, I definitely in terms of female Byleth. Does female Byleth say the same thing? If
I'm
so,
pretty sure.
If so, then why?
That makes even less sense.
That makes no sense. That's just... Oh, let me tell some other woman about this. Why?
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't even know her.
I don't know. It's a very complicated thing, isn't it, that one?
I gotta check it. I have to check it.
Have to check what?
Show me the tomato. Lainey?
Dagden Spy. There's tomato.
Tomato. And there's Leonie.
Oh my god, Dagden Spy.
There's tomato. And there's
Dagden
Leonie.
Spy.
She's a Dagden Spy. This is canon. This is actually real in the original canon. She was a Dagden Spy all along. I've been tricked my whole life.
She just likes tomatoes. I don't think they were thinking too
Yeah, no,
hard
I just
about
find it funny that consistently every single time. Is Garreg Mac meat pie? I mean, I can't go into it, so I can't see, but is it? That's another... Actually, Garreg Mac meat pie with tomatoes? Damn. That's one rich dish. Literally using a foreign, like, special thing. I don't see her there in Garreg Mac meat pie, so... That might be the one tomato dish she's not big on it. Yeah, I don't know if she's there. I don't think she is. Either way. Let's get... Well, actually, I'd really like to get... Huh? Oh, it does show you who has a support with... Oh, I zoomed in, ignore that. Oh, Shimmy is there. Let's... Oh, the Linhart thing. Let's do that. If we can. There we are.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
I would be liking that greatly.
And let's get, like, I don't know, Marianne and Lawrence, sure.
I like this dish.
I did not expect much from the dining hall, but this does not disappoint.
I know it said the bond between the three of you grew stronger, but I thought it said the three of you grew stronger there. And I was like, by eating?
Was that hearty a meal?
It's just that meal really did it. Who else? What, like, What else we got? Like Caspar and Shamir, if I can actually get Shamir to eat. No, I can't. That's a shame. I can always have Caspar eat with like Raphael. Boom. There you go.
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff.
This is delicious!
Daphne stew is really, really good. Or
Why
was
wouldn't
that-
it be?
Or was that a vegetable stir fry or something? I don't know. I think it was the same vague soup. The vague soup. Sure. Why not this one? Get a little idea of something here.
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
God, even Leonie knows how to
God,
capitalise.
well, it's at the start of her sentence. It doesn't count.
I'll have to give my compliments to the chef.
I don't know what Dusker Bear is, man. Can I find it in my... Ooh, can I find it in my... storehouse, maybe?
Meat from rare bears of Dusker with a dense flavour profile. Huh. Oh!
What?
Scroll down a bit. Cook into a dish that raises unit's max HP.
Yeah.
Is that what it means by magically infused food?
Oh, are these all magically infused?
I have no idea. I have literally no idea.
What the hell's a Nordslat? What the...
A Nordslat.
Did I have something weird? Morphous Plum. Oh!
So almost...
Mages of old infuse these plums with their spells.
Well, that's magic infused
I'm
food,
gonna go
sure.
feed that to a dog or a cat. First come, first served. You, doggy. Do you like this plum? Excuse me? Okay, the dog's, and the cat's, oh, no, the Regan Tabby isn't airing me. Here, have Amorphous Plum. This doesn't look like something they'd want. What a bizarre thing! That feels really bizarre to me, just because of how, I mean, I'd need a more complete look at, like, all of the foods and stuff, but largely, I feel like a lot of them are, you know, not magically infused. I feel like there's only a scant few that are. So that's a really weird thing of saying that specifically animals do not like magically have Lawrence and Hilda. Sure. Don't think I've ever seen their sport.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
Something appears to be wrong with my throat.
It's one of my favourite acted lines in the entire game. Quiet practice has ended for today. My bad.
It's weird, because that one exclusively just boosts faith, doesn't it?
And authority.
Oh, authority?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is a decent thing to have, then.
Oh, I love this meal.
This meal?
That's
a peach sorbet.
That's a peach sorbet, that's not a meal.
This is my favorite.
If I had that...
I mean, yeah, I'd have peach sorbet.
I'd
but
have
like,
it, but I wouldn't call it a meal. It's not like I'm going to go, oh yeah, I feel real full after that meal.
After my peach sorbet.
I actually do wonder what this support is.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
Everyone seems to like peach. Well, actually, how do I know? I don't know. I do.
You're just told. I mean, it kind of feels like you should learn it over time. Either you get it for free for a certain amount of support points, or you unlock them by feeding
Lysithea, do you like this kind of food? How is the seasoning? Is it hot enough?
Hey, the professor is right here. Can you please stop paying me so much attention? Thanks.
You know, I think Hanneman does like mention that he's been like looking into her like crests and everything.
Yeah.
Like before their sea support, but because you don't know that if you've just suddenly done that,
it just seems like he's
just babying her. Like, and you know, and again, we know that they change.
Almost like they have a connection.
We know that they change.
Hmm?
We know that they can and do change, though. The supports, based on supports, the food things can change.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah,
with
yeah,
Cetus and Flame, or with, or, you know, with like Dimitri and Felix. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like they do change, so. Does Ignatz have anything? Or Umbrella, maybe? Or...
Everyone else can only eat one meal at a time, but Byleth can just pack away
10 meals a day.
10 meals a day, up to 10 meals a day. That metabolism must be insane.
Yeah, he really is eating
if
it
I
too.
ate 10 meals a day, I'd look like a flippin' sumo wrestler. And be half as... No. And be less than half as strong.
Wonderful dish. Well, you could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
What are those?
Currant bread.
What are those in that meal? The red things.
Well, the red things look like...
Look somewhere between a tomato and a lobster claw.
I thought it was a heart. So I think it's... I guess it's... a
pig heart. Just
I guess it makes more sense to be lobster claw. The little bread with currants in it is nice though, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Bernadetta and Edelgard.
Bernadetta, why are you following me? You were following me quite conspicuously, so why attempt to hide now?
Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Stealth, sneak reduced.
Oh.
Calm yourself. I have no reason to harm you.
Forgive me, I beg you. I'll go straight back to my room and you'll never see me again, I swear.
Bernadetta.
Yes, Lady Edelgard.
Please explain why you were following me and why you tried to hide.
Is Her Highness saying she will not condemn me?
Please, speak like the human that you are.
She
I already
is
said no
a
harm
princess,
will come
so
to
yeah.
you.
Please speak like the human that you are.
Please
Doesn't
speak.
that remind you of something?
Like that you technically are?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry. Permit me to explain. Lady Edelgard, you are fearless. I look up to you as an example to follow.
And that explains it. How?
I decided to watch you from a distance, to learn from you. But your presence is, intimidating. I got more and more scared until I finally couldn't help but try to hide. Forgive me, I threw myself upon your mercy.
Honestly. Look, nobody is truly fearless. Even I have things that I'm afraid of.
Rats.
What? You do?
You seem oddly overjoyed at the thought.
No, of course not. But, what in the world could possibly frighten you?
Rats and failure.
The sea. I find the
And the
pitch
sea.
black of the open sea at night quite frightening.
The last effect. She's blushing, which unless you can do on command.
Yeah.
So this is a legit fear of hers that she's somewhat embarrassed about.
I didn't even know she had a fear of the sea.
I can't swim,
Oh.
so if the sea were to wash me away, I fear I would never return.
She can't swim?
Secret OP strat. Secret OP strat. Get Dimitri on a bridge with her and just have him chuck her over the edge. I guess she was just like, fuck it, you know what? I mean, I'm already wearing like heavy plate armor, so what's the point?
I didn't know you couldn't swim. That's a surprise.
Again,
That's a
shortcomings
surprise.
delight me. Everyone has fears as well as things they can't do.
This
How
is
many
this is
times
an
must I tell
interesting
you?
like example of this is a really interesting exchange for Edelgard because
Yeah.
like look at how she like she was pretty quick in trying to assuage Bernadetta's own fears by offering up one of her own insecurities, but then the moment Bernadetta's like, oh wow, you have insecurities as well, she's like, well yeah.
I really did
Well, yeah.
I'd say that's probably because she's definitely, well, you know, I find it weird that she, in the first place, revealed one of her insecurities, because that is actually a rather open thing to do. Now, God's not usually really that open.
Well, yeah, but like she has
God
to assuage
damn, that plate armor's fatter than me, though.
She has to assuage the fears of her subject.
Are you seeing that?
I am seeing that.
Chunky monkey plate armor. And that is a weird, like, seam in the middle of the room. What the hell?
Well, what are you gonna do?
And Petra and Linhart.
Whoa.
Petra, would you pause a moment?
I thought Linhart was about to, like, collapse, like, proper anime style. He just got cut through.
Yes?
Imagine that happens, you just lose a character for watching a support.
just Petra kills Linhart.
Yeah.
I was observing your spear work, and I wonder if you don't think your transitions are sloppy. The way you move your arm before a strong thrust hinders your movement and slows your spear on its way back. It leaves a rather large opening.
I never thought of Petra as using a spear.
Which arm? My left or right?
I think the right... No, actually it's both. It's something about the way you move your elbows.
I am not
Well,
understanding.
go right ahead and think
Can
that,
you show
because
me, please?
every other melee weapon she's good at.
Huh?
But spears she is bad at, so that's, well, not bad at, but just neutral at.
Yeah.
So that implies that she's not, like,
yeah, maybe
really
that's,
good at
yeah.
them. So I think that's consistent to have said spear, and had Linhart notice that her spear work was off.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Sadly,
know why
he doesn't
Linhart
have.
is. Yeah, I don't know why Linhart's going.
Sadly,
hey.
he doesn't have good spears.
Like, one thing I'm thinking is, where's this support going? Why is Linhart saying, "Hey, your spear work is sloppy"? Like, that's a weird line coming out of. That's a weird line coming out of Linhart. You know, usually he's thinking about books or magic or something.
Well, this is more about his. This is focusing on his keen eye for details.
But I must correct this. Please. Or are you unable to do, and you can only teach?
I am more of a theorist than a practitioner. I advise and you implement. Very simple.
Then, please advise again.
It's all quite simple. Sometimes you make a big stab downwards, right? Before that, you lift up. At that point, you sort of let the tension go and stop. It ruins the momentum of the stab.
How can I be lifting up with no unnecessary moving?
It's the arm movement that's extraneous. Calculate the locus of the spear and the elasticity of the muscles.
Good lord.
Yeah, that's. I think that's a really, you know, for as much as we clown on the whole Petra not knowing the language,
yeah,
I think having him explain it in such loquacious terms,
yeah,
I think that really. I mean, there you have it. It's pretty explicit. Like, she's struggling with this vocabulary because it's very specialist.
Yeah.
And she's not great at the language
If you
right
are
now.
showing me, I will learn it with quickness.
I won't waste your time with such demonstrations. You're a smart one, Petra. You'll sort it out.
It's a very frustrating support, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have
Like,
a prior appointment.
she really needs to be shown it, visual learner
Linhart
style.
only likes talking. It is on myself to prevail.
Whereas Linhart doesn't really like putting in the
Yeah.
effort to demonstrate, / maybe he can't even really do it himself.
Yeah.
But I think I think that did a good job of getting their characters across.
Well,
you thinking we call it there?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good moment to call it there. We there's no more supports for us to read right now, so we'll continue next week. Thanks so very much for watching. Our next stream of this will be same time next week, 7 PM to 11 PM BST, and our immediate next stream will be Sunday's Tyrion Cuthbert stream between the hours of 1 PM and 5 PM BST, as you know, usual. But yeah, that's I think that's about it. So thanks again for watching, and